The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
It would be nearly 2 decades before Oklahoma statehood and years before the automobile was mass-produced. In 1889, the Kansas-Arkansas Valley Railroad would lay tracks, ultimately putting a stop they named after a Cherokee chief, Oologah, which means dark cloud. Only 2 years later, just 70 miles to the northeast, a businessman by the name of W.C. Likens petitioned U.S. Congress to pass legislation to establish the town of Miami. In 1891, it'd take you nearly 24 hours to make the journey horseback between Oologah and Miami. Now we have the modern luxury of an interstate. Miami, it's a town of 13,000 people. It had some people of note birthed out of its roots. Maybe one of the most notable is Loren Everett Owens, also known as Steve Owens, played football for the University of Oklahoma, won the 1969 Heisman, and played for the Detroit Lions for 5 seasons in the NFL. For music lovers, Stephen Earl Gaines was an American musician, best known as a guitarist and background vocalist for the rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd from 1976 until his death in October of 1977 in a plane crash that claimed other band members and crew, including his sister and Miami native, Cassie Gaines, also backup vocalist with the band. With a long list of other notable artists, dancers, actors, and performers that have their roots in Miami. Similar towns, similar histories, and similar Oklahoma roots. That set the stage for tonight's OSSAA 4A District 3 thrilling matchup between the Oologah Mustangs and the Miami War Dogs. It's more than just another game under the Friday night lights. This is a fierce rivalry that has spanned decades, and tonight it sets the stage for the opening race of Class 4A District 3 chase to the championship. Win? You're on the path to postseason. Lose? Your fate rests in the hands of other teams. Year after year, whoever wins this game usually punches their ticket to the playoffs, while the losers watch from home. These players know each other well. They know exactly what's at stake tonight. It's all on the line. Pride, tradition, and conference standing. Buckle up, folks, because this is going to be an intense, hard-fought battle. The Mustangs are on the road at NEO's Rhett Robertson Field to face the Miami War Dogs.
Hello, everybody. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, high school principal. But his main job on Friday nights is our color analyst. Kevin, welcome to the big show.
Yeah, excited. This is a great place. We got a great vantage point here. They always treat us really well here in Miami. And as you mentioned in the pregame, it is a big game. You know, you could think, man, what if we had Wagner tonight? I think this is a bigger game for us. As you mentioned, the winner of this game typically is in the running for a playoff position. Last year, you know, we both made it, but you want to win this game. You don't want to be behind the 8 ball. You don't want to be in the position you were last year where you're having to win by a certain amount of points on the last night. You want to take care of business tonight, Brent.
Usually whoever wins this one goes to the big dance, and sometimes the one that doesn't actually stays home. So we're glad you're with us tonight. We got a lot to do. Almost begin, Kevin, with this collective sigh of, whew, I'm glad that's over. I'm not talking about the Northeast Oklahoma history lesson that I gave in the pregame, but I'm talking about the 2024 non-district portion of our schedule. We started the season very well on the road, 3A Veneta, then at 5A Collinsville, with some things to build on, but not a lot went right for the Mustangs in that outing. Then we hosted 5A Claremore, just roster size, class difference that really stood out that night on the football field. Since 2014, it was the first of the 3 teams to make that run to the championship game. They started with 2 losses in the non-district. So the point being, non-district games are really just to prepare you for this moment. They have no implications in your playoff standings, and that all comes out of the success formula when it comes to your playoff ranking. So I talked just a moment ago, not always, but it's pretty common. This game is a huge determining factor in our district standings. If you win here, you still have a lot of work to do, but you're setting yourself up for a good path to prepare for the playoffs.
Yeah, you're making your life a lot easier down the road with the other 6 games in your district. Like I said, the loser of this game is just going to be chasing the rest of the season. You're going to be hoping, for a loss from the team that came out of tonight, and you're going to be hoping to maybe upset someone that you wouldn't be favored against. So this is a big, big game.
4A3 has transitioned just a little bit. Contoosa has been a part of that. Cushing has been relatively new the last couple of years, but Fort Gibson is new this year. Grove is back in 4A. They're new to our district. Of course, Miami, which is where we're at tonight on the road. Oologah-Talala, Skiatook, and Wagner. So that's the picture of 4A3. If you place in the top 2 of 4A3, then you get to host playoffs, which means the district below us, they have to come to you. And so sometimes that's Broken Bow, sometimes that's Poto. That's a long road trip. That's a long night. If you finish 3 and 4 in our district, that means then you're going to travel to whoever wins first and second in Class 4A4, and that's Ada, Broken Bow, Glenpool's in that district now, Hilldale, McLean, Poto, Sallisaw, and Stillwell.
Yeah, and you saw that last year. We ended up 3rd, meaning we had to cross over and travel to number 2, Ada. Obviously, you want to finish as high as you can. It's going to make your road a little easier. We've done that. We've hosted since I've been here. We got second my first year here and hosted some playoffs, made our road a little bit easier. But it all starts tonight.
I know it's District Game 1, and it's really early to talk about playoffs, and there's a lot of games yet to be played. But having said that, for Oologah, road to the playoffs for us typically goes through Miami.
Absolutely. And like I said, last year was a little bit of an anomaly where we lost here, actually, as luck would have it. But we're able to come back because there were some losses and some other things done. But the way the district kind of feels like it's setting up, one of these two teams potentially, depending on how Grove is, obviously, we'll find out more about some of our district opponents this week as they start to match up against, like teams and that sort of thing. But just the feel of it is this is almost a play-in game in your first week of your district play.
We will give you those scores tonight because we will watch that. Miami does not actually have a high school football field. We are actually on the campus of Northeastern Oklahoma A&M, or NEO, which is a great experience. It's a great experience for our kids to get to play on the field. The only thing I think it's different is the field goal is not as wide, is it?
Nope. The field goal posts are more narrow. We've talked about that. Obviously, I have two kickers in my house. We played at Ada last year. We played in a similar situation with East Central University. So they've seen it. It's not unusual. But, yeah, they are more narrow. If you're an old-school NEO person, you know that what you're looking at on the visitor side used to be the home side.
Right.
When I used to come here and watch my brother-in-law play football, that was the home side. They've done a really good job here with the money they have and redone this side as the home side. It is super nice. We're in a great little location here. It's a fun stadium. It's a fun setting.
Well, we have an incredible relationship with Miami. I know some of their school board members. Rusty, the new athletic director, has been nothing but hospitable to us. And I told him, I said, Rusty, I always enjoy when you guys come to Oologah. I always enjoy when we get to come here. Just a really good relationship. Even though there's going to be battle down on the gridiron, appreciate those district relationships, if you will. When
Absolutely.
we come back, Kevin's going to chat with head coach Sam Noble. We will walk through our starting lineups, the coin toss, and so much more. This is the Advanced Home Tailgate Show on the Mustang Network.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more.
Hey guys, we're back with Coach Noble. Coach Noble, it is officially week 4. We're at the bye week, if you will. That's kind of a new thing in the last 5 or 6 years. How do you guys treat that bye week? I know, like for me, I feel like it's a nice little break, nice maybe to recover a little bit, but how do you guys use it?
That's really kind of how we're trying to use it. We're trying to get, clean and polish a lot of stuff up, but, get some of our younger guys some reps, take some reps off our older guys that, kind of been pounded on the last 3 weeks in a row. Get healthy was the biggest thing. Try to get as healthy as we possibly could, but also maintaining good practices, getting things done, polishing some of the areas we've known for the last 3 weeks. We got to clean up 4 districts, and then adding some new stuff too. Just being able to kind of function a little bit more, do a little different things. But biggest thing was get healthy.
Sure. Yeah, that's a big point of emphasis. Hopefully, we get some of those guys back tonight. Talking a little bit about the War Dogs, Miami here tonight. They similarly played 0 weeks, so they were off last week.
Yeah.
I know there's been a gradual build. I know when I first got here, they were really down. And you could just tell, like, the different body types they had. That, as coaches said, they look good getting off the bus. They have for a few years. Yeah. Last year was a great game that they pulled out. So they're much improved. They're a good team.
Yeah.
What kind of difficulties are they going to present tonight?
The biggest thing is just their size. They got 2 or 3 offensive linemen that are just big kids. They got about a 6'6", probably close to a 300-pound right tackle who could move pretty well. Got a left tackle who's 6'4", probably 270. Biggest thing with them, biggest challenge is they're a very sound team. Like they're going to run what they run. They're going to do what they do. They don't do anything different. Biggest thing is I think we can kind of exploit some areas and how they want to do their coverages. I think our skill guys match up really, really well against them, so we are going to spread the ball out quite a bit today. Get the ball on the edge, attack the middle of the field. With them, Coach Gardner's done a great job, like you said, since he's got there. When I was in school here, Miami was kind of looked at as a team like, okay, nice, easy walk through, whatever, homecoming, senior night game, whatever. But Coach Gardner's turned them around big time. He's started the powerlifting program over there. They've gotten bigger, they've gotten stronger. He's kept kids over there, so he's done a great job. We got to make sure we're physical tonight for sure. Yeah,
I see a lot of those guys, they play multiple sports, they run track. You mentioned their right tackle. I think he's the one that was in the state finals in wrestling.
Yes.
We had that for a while. We don't have that this year, but so they're going to present some problems. If you were to say, okay, if we do these 2 things well tonight, we're going to win, what would they be?
If we attack the middle of the field, I think the way they play it with our skill guys, we're a little quicker than them on the edge. If we can attack the middle of the field, make sure we have Grady time to throw the ball, I think that's really a recipe for success. The biggest thing is we have to make them adjust. They're going to do what they're going to do, but if we can make them adjust by attacking certain points, it opens other things up for us. But we have to make sure that we are successful in that. Like, make sure we're on the right routes, get the ball out on time, make sure we're getting a good ball delivered to it, make sure we're protecting. And then once we do that, then we're able to establish the run game. And if we have to be an offense that is able to be good on both sides. We're able to run the ball, be able to throw the ball. Defensively, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball, they're going to take shots over the top of you. If we play sound, we are physical with their big boys up front. If you go back and watch the Elkins game, Elkins is a really good team from Arkansas. But Elkins hit them in the mouth early. We stopped them offensively, and they kind of laid down a little bit. So if we go out and we set the tone, we play sound and play it the way we know we can, and we exploit some of their areas on the defensive side of the ball, we'll be fine.
Awesome. And good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more pregame right after this.
What does family look like? Family is time spent and memories made with the people you love most. Family is loving someone through their ups and downs. It's the communities you build over a lifetime. Family is comfort. Family is commitment. So what does family look like? To us, it looks a whole lot like you. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Welcome to Miami, Oklahoma. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is special assignments, what we used to say in the broadcasting industry. Basically, he's working tonight.
Yes, sir.
So, we are so glad that you are with us tonight as the Mustangs are on the road. It's the first game in district play. And, Kevin, I know we were just talking just moments ago. It's a really important district in terms of as that playoff picture starts to shape up. Our district has changed some. There's some new players in that. Some have left. But for Oologah, it's really important to come on the road tonight and really be nice to sneak out of here with a win.
Absolutely. I think our district got tougher, if you will. It got deeper. There's a larger pool of teams that are fighting for those 4 spots than perhaps there were last year. No slight to teams like McLean or Cleveland, but we had some games where you just kind of knew. We don't have that as much as this year. Fort Gibson is better and improved, and they have some impressive wins on the schedule. This is a big game.
And we lost a couple of teams. McLean went south. Seemed like there was another team in our district that went to that South District as well.
Cleveland was on it, and we dropped them.
Right.
We regathered Cushing. We'll get to make that trek pretty good. But that's one of the reasons I mentioned, we were here last year at NEO. That's one of the reasons when we redistrict every 2 years, and we're hosting Wagner again. So that was kind of the trade-off. You don't get to pick those. It's just the way it happens. But that's why we had to travel 2 years in a row to Miami.
Well, we are about ready for the national anthem. The Miami War Dog Marching Band tonight will be performing the national anthem. We are at the home of the Golden Norsemen. We're on the campus of NEO. Miami actually does not have a high school football stadium. They share with the Norsemen, which is really a cool experience. And great. How do we get one of these junior colleges in Oologah, America? Yeah, so because there's a suite level up above us, if you will. So
yeah, they have a super nice press box. Nicest press box we'll be in all year, obviously. Being able to have that relationship, I'm sure, is key for both of those parties.
The Advanced Homes Tailgate Show, advancedhbi.com. If you're thinking about building, let Brian Vance, his team, help build your dreams. Also, special thanks to All Smiles Dental, quality, affordable dental care right here at home, right downtown Oologah, right on 169. Appreciate their support of Mustang Athletics. Going to take a moment of silence, and then the next thing you'll hear will be our national anthem.
Watch some good football. God, would you bless both teams, keep everybody safe. God, would everything that we do bring glory and honor to you. Lord, we love you and we thank you. We praise things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Beautiful sound of the national anthem under the Friday Night Lights. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Huggs, the Advanced Home Tailgate Show. Kevin, let's take just some moments here to kind of talk about who we expect in the starting lineup for the Mustangs. A little bit of good news in terms of injuries. We've got some big pieces back, if you will. So let's start on the offensive side of the football with the offensive line at left tackle. He's been out for a couple of games. We're glad to have him back. That's Big Bryce Byers, number 72. At left guard, number 57, Micah Chang. At center, number 51, Aiden Gifford. Right guard, number 50, senior Warren Pierce. And at right tackle, number 67, Cooper Robinson. What Miami defense is going to want to do to you tonight, it's really important that these guys give their quarterback and their backfield just some great amount of protection tonight.
Yeah, just having an extra big body makes our depth better. Obviously, he's a starter. Left tackle got an offer from UCO, but what that does is allow some other people to play their natural positions.
Yes,
and hopefully that, as much as anything, will pay dividends tonight.
Bryce too, just a leader in that line to just kind of bring some confidence, if you will. At our wide receivers, number 5, senior Lucky Lustig. Jackson Lustig's got 3 catches for 57 yards on the season. Sophomore Aiden Gaines, 10 catches. He's a big target for the quarterbacks, 84 yards. Gavin Salt, and then Braxton Davis, 4 of 18. I really think it's important. We'll talk more about this in our keys to the game. These guys need to have a big night tonight in order to keep our offense balanced.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for several weeks. Obviously, against the better teams on our schedule, we've had a lack of ability to throw the ball, to keep people honest, to keep people from putting 8-9 people in the box. That's going to be paramount tonight.
Coach said they had a good week of practice. Let's talk a little bit about the backfield. At running back, number 22, senior Jaden Tanner. He's got 12, 12, and 12. Each game, he has had 12 carries. So I think that's their target, is for him to carry the ball 12 times a game, because they've hit it spot on every game.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
36 carries, 144 yards, and he's carrying the ball in the end zone 3 times for touchdowns. Quarterback, sophomore number 10, Grady Vogel. He's 18 of 48, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. But we've thrown it to the team 5 times with interceptions. Coach City did have a really good week of practice. The week on the bye week, he said it just took some getting rhythm, kind of finding things. You know, you're coming off of a loss, and he said this week we kind of turned the chapter, and Grady really kind of had a great week in working with the receivers and just making sure that we're a balanced offense tonight. Let's talk a little bit about our defense on the defensive line. Defensive end, number 44, senior Wade Peters at the nose. Number 50, Warren Pierce. And at the end, number 72, senior Bryce Byers. Bryce, a two-way player, and it's really important, Kevin, to have him back in that spot.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he also can move. He's got good feet for a big guy. He can be disruptive on that defensive line.
Yep. Got to find a way to get pressure on their quarterback, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the keys to the game in just a moment. And the linebacker core, senior Garrett Salt, Jaden Tanner, who's also the running back, Gavin Salt, both brothers are playing on the line, and then Caden Fisher, the other outside linebacker. They have to keep an eye on the quarterback. He's not really a runner, but they will scheme to run him tonight in order to keep us honest. And I really think it's important that those linebackers don't let anything get through the gaps, if you will.
Yeah, the linebackers are going to have to be really great tacklers tonight. They got some big guys. I mentioned this earlier. In some ways, they look better than us getting off the bus, so we have to tackle well. Can't let them to get a full head of steam. You don't want your safeties and your corners to be your lead tacklers tonight.
At the corners tonight, junior Maddox DeVilba, safety number 6, Sam Hogue, sophomore number 1, Aiden Gaines, and then corner number 5, Jackson Lustig. At some point, I feel like this crew, because of their experience, but really because of their athletic ability, those guys are fast, hard hitters, hard workers. At some point, that core is going to make some big plays and take a game away from another team.
Yeah, you've seen those guys make some of the bigger plays. There's been a couple interceptions out of that group. There's been a punt return for a touchdown out of that group. There's been a kick return for a touchdown. Unfortunately, it was called back. So those are some of your big playmakers. We're going to need some of that tonight.
Kevin Adler, first-year defensive coordinator for the Mustangs, does a lot of work in the office, does a lot of work in watching film, breaking down film, and really, I think, has his defense prepared tonight for what Miami is going to try to scheme and do with you. When we come back, we're going to talk about the keys to the game, who you got, the coin toss, and more. This is the Advanced Home Tailgate Show.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Dreaming of building your perfect home? At Advanced Homes, we're here to make that dream a reality. Whether you're looking for traditional building or want more control with Cost Plus Building, Brian and his team have you covered. Cost Plus Building puts you in control, so you can better manage the cost of your new home.
Advanced Homes specializes in building on private property and is always available to answer your questions. Founded on a family tradition of excellence in construction, real estate, and land development, Advanced Homes is committed to quality workmanship, value, and Christian values.
At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style, working to design a home that fits you and your family. With over 25 years of experience, Brian has an exceptional ability to take your ideas and turn them into blueprints that bring your dream home to life.
Call Advanced Homes today at 908-855-6597 or visit us on Facebook and at advancedhbi.com.
We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of.
Welcome back to Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College, where the Miami War Dogs play their home games. The Mustangs are on the road for their first district matchup of the season. Kevin, the weather could not be any more perfect for a Friday night football game.
No, it's pretty amazing. I'm sure the boys worked up a little bit of a sweat in warm-ups, but a little bit of a north wind. The humidity's down. You can see by the our side of the stadium that the sun's going down. It is a beautiful fall Friday night.
It's a deceptive Friday night because you could start the day in shorts because it's warm, and then you got to throw the hoodie in or you might get a little bit chilly on the way home. And so really excited about that tonight, just getting into that fall-like weather. Could use some rain. It's really dry at the Kellogg Ranchero. And I know we've had some rain recently. But
we had a day of it. But
we had some rain. So coin toss has happened down on the field. Kevin, I'll let you kind of tell us what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like we won and deferred, so Miami will receive on the south end zone. So we'll be kicking with the wind. The wind is not super strong. It's kind of swirly down in here. It was stronger earlier, but we'll be kicking downwind. We'll be on defense first.
All right, let's talk about who you got tonight. I'll go first. I got Bryce Byers. Coach said not 100%, but is really just kind of held up story. We didn't play him against Claremore, didn't play him against Collinsville, but he's ready to be back on the field, and I think his presence probably more on the D-line is going to be really, really important. So for who you got, I'm going to take Bryce Byers.
Yeah, and I'm going to somewhat piggyback that. I'm going to go again with Wade Peters, but I'm going to throw in Warren Pierce, Bryce Byers, because that's the defensive line. I think the defensive line is going to have to be disruptive tonight. They're going to have to maintain. They may not make all the plays. They're going to have to maintain their blocks, though, and let the linebackers and the safeties make those plays and not let those running backs, Miami has some good athletes, not let them get going downhill on us.
You can see the Mustangs in their road all white and gold helmets are taking the field. Let's talk a little bit about what the Mustangs need to do tonight to be successful in our segment called Keys to the Game. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is they've got to have some offense confidence. They've really, it's going to boil down to getting that first down. You don't want to start this game with your first offensive possession coming in and going 3 and out. I know the Mustangs are going to start on defense tonight, but when that offense gets the opportunity to get on the field, you've got to get that first down, second first down, and really create some offensive confidence because we've really stuttered against bigger opponents. And I'm also going to add on to that, Kevin, you need to score early.
Yeah, I think you need to score early. That's going to be a big shot in the arm for your confidence, for the team, for the crowd, for the band, everybody. Just let you know you can do it. Let you know that this is going to be different than playing those 5A teams that we have. I think we have to stay kind of on track. We can't be penalized on offense. We haven't shown the ability to make a ton of big plays. We need to stay on task, if you will, those 4 or 5 yard gains, whether it's a quick pass or a run. And then I think we're going to have a couple big chunk plays tonight where we look back and go, man, that was a great play by somebody, anybody.
Secondly, I think the Mustangs need to take the game away. Miami's going to want to put you to sleep. They're going to want to grind you down. So I really think it's important that, they say the best defense is a good offense. Whether you can get 3 and outs or you can get them to punt, certainly if you could steal a few turnovers tonight, just take the game away from them. You control the ball, and that goes really back to that first key of offensive effectiveness.
Yeah, anybody that's played any sport, whether it's basketball or football, knows it takes more effort to play defense. You're tracking, you're reacting. If you're on offense, you're wearing down the other team. Definitely one of those stats to look at halftime when Johnny gives us our stats at the end of the game. Where was the time of possession?
Thirdly, Mustangs have got to minimize mistakes. That really is the point of non-district games. Figure out who you got, what you got. You're coming out of those games relatively healthy, but you've got to minimize mistakes. We've had some snapping issues specifically related to special teams, and when you punt the ball tonight, you're going to want to flip the field. You're just penalties. You're going to want to minimize mistakes. Hold on to the ball. Receivers, catch the ball. That's what those 3 games were for. Let's get ready to play football.
Yeah, special teams has been an area the last couple of years we've excelled. This year we've had a couple block field goals or extra points. We've had a block punt or 2. We've had some mistakes. Yeah, we've had some highlights. We had a punt return for a touchdown. We almost had another one. We had a kick return that went to the house that got called back. Just need to be really clean in that area tonight.
Been watching the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. Advanced Homes, you are looking to build, they are the place to call. You can visit their website, advancedhbi.com. Ryan and his team, let them build your dreams. Also want to thank Burns Propane, providing propane to the greater Oologah area for over 20 years. Well, Kevin, I'm ready for some football. The Mustangs are set and ready to kick it away as they are in that all-white, and Miami is in a perfect contrast of a deep blue. And there we go. Mr. Hogue will kick that one 6 yards deep into the end zone, so a touchback for Miami to start the game.
Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good weapon right there. Kick it in the end zone. Don't give them a chance to return it. Make them go the full length of the field.
1st and 10 coming up from the 20. And the Mustang defense tonight really ready to make a statement. As I was talking with Coach this week, it's really the last couple of seasons, the Mustang defense really has kind of become the strength of this team. I remember years when Oologah just outscored you.
Yeah.
But this defense really has come on strong, and I know they're ready and excited to play tonight. So Mustangs on the road to take on district foe, the Miami War Dogs. It's first down and 10 for the War Dogs, and they're just going to hand it off and run up the middle. He's going to pick up about 7 on the carry.
You're going to see a big dose of that. Their line, as you can tell, is pretty big. They're going to be as big as any line as we play all year. They lost their running back. That was really dynamic last year. They lost their quarterback. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of handing it off. It looked like we had a chance early on to get him before he got going downhill, but we're unable to get him.
They have some big linemen that our defensive line are just got their work cut out for them tonight in order to kind of control and maintain that line of scrimmage. Second down coming up, kind of a fumbled snap, kind of a botched play, if you will, but the quarterback's going to keep it. I think he's going to pick up about 4, enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those you would like to have back, man. That botched snap, they looked like they weren't sure what to do, so the quarterback rightly so pulled it down, but we were unable to capitalize, and we gave him a first down.
First down and 10 coming up for the War Dogs. The ball is spotted down at the 33-yard line.
Need one of our defensive linemen to get off a block here, make a play, and get everybody pumped up, get some life into the crowd.
Even if you don't hold them to 3 and out, you want to make sure you can get a stop, get a turnover, make them punt the ball, hand off again. You're going to pick up about 3 on the left side.
So far, they seem to be favoring that left side. They got a big left tackle, number 75. He's a big-time playmaker for them. His name is Hayden Miller. I believe they have a lineman. I believe that's him that was in the state finals of the heavyweight wrestling last year in 4A. So obviously, good athlete, strong kid.
I believe Jaden Tanner was in on the tackle to help bring him down. Second down and 7 coming up for Miami.
Sorry, that was 71. I was talking about Josiah Barley.
The man in motion. Again, going to go up the left side. Going to jump over a player.
Yeah, you saw Lucky go low there, and he jumped over and didn't really increase anything, but this is a big third down. They've had one first down, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Last time we were here last year, they went for it a lot on 4th down, even on their side of the field. I think if they get to that kind of 4th and 1 situation with their line, they're going to go for it. So this is a big down for us to win.
I believe Aiden Gifford coming in for the Mustangs. Kind of put a 4-down lineman on the defensive line, if you will. This is what they want to do. They want to pick up 3 and 4 yards per play, really just kind of lull you to sleep. They've yet to throw the ball. Basically been a run game tonight for the War Dogs. They do have one receiver out to the far side, one to the near side. And quarterback's just going to keep it.
Ball's on the ground. Let's go.
That's what you need. You're going to have to sneak one. You're going to have to steal one. Gavin Salt on the recovery, and that'll be first down and 10 for the Mustangs on the plus 44 side of the yard, or 44 side for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Looks like Garrett Salt pretty hyped up. Looks like he made the play to jar it loose, and we hopped on it. We did a good job of containing that. We forced it back in. The outside linebacker had outside contain there, forced it back in to guys, and when you force it back into traffic, good things can happen. You don't want to let it cross your face and get down the sideline, so good job there.
The ball placed on the 43-yard line for the Mustangs, and you want to have some offense productivity. You've been given a gift here. You have an opportunity to score early, jump ahead on top of these guys, and set the pace for tonight's ball game. Vogel, the quarterback, going to hand it to JT. He's got some room. He's still on his feet.
Ball's out, but he was down. We got on it. Cooper got on it.
The referees are holding up 2 fingers like it's going to be a second down.
Yeah, that was a big-time collision there. Good job by the offensive line. He didn't get hit till he got about 8-9 yards down the field. Looked like he was down. Didn't matter. Good job by the line. You teach your line to kind of run down the field to be in a position to do just that, hop on the ball.
Gain of 9 for the Mustangs brings up a great situation of 2nd down and 1. You got a lot of options here. No mistakes. Hand off again to JT. Going to grind his way, get the first down, and about 3 more yards.
Good job. First down and 2 plays. Just what you want to see for the Mustangs.
That first down, Kevin, I feel like was really, really important just for establishing offense confidence. Offense hasn't been very productive in the last 2 games, and you can let that get between your ears, if you will, a little bit. And so tonight, hey, we can move the ball. We can be effective. Let's play Mustang football.
For sure. Success breeds success. Seeing the offensive line kind of push back that defensive line, get some positive yards. Good for the whole team.
3 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Vogel going to roll to his left.
Guy.
Got a wide open guy off to the left side. Going to be knocked out of bounds, I believe. He's going to get the first down.
Would have liked to see, typically you teach them when they catch it to spin to the outside. If he would have spun hard to the outside and got down that sideline, he probably could have picked up some few more yards. But another first down for the Mustangs, looks like.
Tunison was the receiver, so first down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. Ball's at the 20-yard line. A lot of times the guys really know what this first set of plays are. It's what you call your scripted part of the playbook. Mustangs with 3 receivers in the set. Vogel going to hand it to his back. Keep fighting forward, but they're going to say no gain on the play.
Yeah, JT did a great job there, honestly, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They say we're going to lose a half a yard.
Gavin Fairman, the tackler for Miami, so that will lose a half a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Mustangs. Stay tuned tonight for the halftime show. The Stallion Battalion Marching Band will be marching first as they are preparing for competition season. They're hosting tomorrow a competition. Bands from all over will come and participate. Vogel going to screen it out to the left side. Pick up about 4.
Good job, Gavin Salt. That's a big load. Get us a little bit better position here. Going to be 3rd and 7. But, yeah, you mentioned the band. They've already got a lot of the stuff around the campus. You know, here's where the buses park. Here's where the fans park. If you drive by campus and you're like, what in the world is going on? It'll be the most traffic on campus all year, wall-to-wall chaos.
And it's an all-day thing. Those bands show up, set their tents up.
Day.
They basically camp for the day, feed the students. So 3 receivers bunched up. Going to bring Salt into kind of as a tight end, if you will. I think just kind of a miscommunication. So incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 7 from the 17-yard line.
Looks like we might be kicking it. Going to try a field goal. This is big. It'd be nice to get on the board here, be first on the board, capitalize on that turnover. Points off a turnover is one of the stats you see at every level of football.
Talked about minimizing mistakes. We've had some primarily just in the snapping of the ball.
Yeah, you can see they're overloading that side of the line.
Ball down, kick on the way. It's up.
It's good.
It's good, but the Mustangs get 3 on the board, and your offense doing what they needed to do. Yeah, it'd been great to get 7 out of this, but you capitalize on a Miami turnover.
Yeah, you want it. You keep scoring points. You put pressure on the other side. Good job of that line. Looked like they allowed a little bit of a pressure, kind of a high snap. I promise you, Garrett is a great holder. He's got great hands. He gets the ball down. Great job by the offense.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank Chalkline Insurance Agency. Give Coach Brown a call. He's your local insurance agent right here in Oologah. And also Will Rogers Animal Hospital, located right off 169 in Oologah. Appreciate all of our great partners.
I want to mention Coach Paya. Obviously, we'll be talking to her at halftime, but she just texted me. They're playing in Claremore today. They played all 5A teams. They went 2-3 on the day. Their overall record is 15-13. They're ranked in the top 16, which is huge for playoffs. It's been a long time since we've been ranked in volleyball. If you know much about that level of volleyball, it is dominated by private schools. I think the last 4 years, all 8 teams in the state tournament are private schools. I know we all have our own feelings about that. So 15-3 or 15-13 is a big, big deal. Super proud of Coach Paya and the girls volleyball team.
And she's been with us several years now, so just really is starting to establish a program, because junior high is being successful, freshman teams being successful, and he kicks that out of the back of the end zone. That's great.
That's a 70-yard kick. And, again, you're going to make them go the distance, and that's a big weapon. Glad to see we're using it tonight. Just kick that thing as hard as you can.
Miami will take over on their second possession. The first one ended up in a fumble. The Mustangs were able to kick a field goal off of that. 6:15 left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs on the road tonight at Miami.
Yeah, appreciate you joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you subscribe when we go live, you get a notification. You can hit silence, or you can go, boom, I want to watch. You don't have to go searching for the stream.
Hand off this time. They'll go up the right side. He broke through a pile. Now he slipped through that. They're going to say he picked up 10.
Yeah, it looked like we had that kind of bottled up and congested. He was able to maybe put his right foot in the ground and cut back up the center of the field.
So gain of 11. First down and 10 coming up for the War Dogs.
Again, they were moving the ball a little bit. We were fortunate to get that fumble earlier. We're going to have to change some things up, stop the run a little bit better.
They are going to commit to running the ball tonight. That's just what they're going to do. They're going to gain 3-4 yards per play and just kind of lull you to sleep. I say that as they drop back to pass. Broken up. How about that? In coverage, number 12 for the Mustangs, Maddox to Vilbus.
Great job by Maddox playing catch-up there. Kind of got beat on the inside release and was able to recover. He's a fast kid, was able to recover, get that big hand in there, and knock it down.
Talked a little bit in the pregame about that core. Those 4 guys are talented. Those 4 guys work really, really hard. And at some point, that's going to come together. Big play there from our secondary. 5:32 left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs on top 3-0. Miami now second down and 10 coming up. Have a big bunch to the right side of their line.
Got to watch the football, boys. Get a little tired, get a little overzealous. Got to watch football.
The first penalty recorded of the night for the Mustangs.
And that's a big deal because we had them 2nd and 10 after that missed shot down the field. And that's a free 5 yards.
Handoff. We go up the right side. Going to pick up about 4.
Looks like they're going to signal for 3rd down and short, maybe 3rd and 1. Hear the band.
Minimizing mistakes. I know that's a 5-yard penalty in that point, but you made a great point that we had them in 2nd down and long. You feasibly would have them here at 3rd down and 5 and 6 and give yourself some opportunity to get off the field. You got to minimize those mistakes. But, again, Mustang defense is playing aggressive. They wanted to jump the snap and create some disruption in the backfield.
I almost guarantee you they're going to run the ball here. Ooh, it looked like they got an early start.
Quarterback will keep it.
We fired.
Gain 5, first down. Go ahead.
We fired. Sorry, I stepped on you there. We fired through the line, but he turned it up and ran by us. Looks like they got a little false start by the left guard. Maybe it was supposed to be on 1, and it was kind of on 1.5. Something to watch later in the game.
Ball at the 44-yard line. A new set of downs for Miami. First down and 10. The Mustangs, that's just a sharp look, that all white. And then when the guys accent with the red sleeve or whatever, it just really kind of pops.
Yeah, it does look good. I like all of our combos. This is obviously one of my favorites with the gold helmet, though.
2 receivers in the set for Miami. At the time, he's going to drop back to pass. Complete over on the left side to number 28, Dylan Blundell.
Yeah, that's a short gain there. Lustig showing some respect for their speed. Probably look for us to tighten that coverage up just a little bit moving forward. That's almost too easy.
I believe a gain of 4 going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Miami doing what they do, just kind of grinding away 2 and 3, 4 yards of play, try to put you to sleep with 3:51 left to play in the quarter. High snap, handoff up the right side. Boy, Warren grabbed a hold of him and just kind of held on for dear life.
Yeah, their offensive line right now is doing a good job of getting what you call the second level. The defensive line would be the first level. Linebackers would be the second level. They were able to get some offensive linemen down on the middle linebacker and the outside linebacker. And when those big guys get a hold of you, it's going to be tough. Got to keep them. When I mentioned earlier with the who you got, the defensive line got to stay on their blocks. If they're not going to make the play, they'll allow the linebackers to do so.
Walker, the running back, was able to gain 7, enough for a first down and 10 for Miami. The ball now on the other side of the field, on the Mustang side. Quarterback's going to keep this.
Big time hit.
Yeah. Going to gain about 3.
Yeah, good job by Lustig. Fighting off the block, coming up, laying a big hit there. Keep that to a short gain. They're going to call it only a 2-yard gain, looks like. 2nd long.
This will be the 8th play of the drive for Miami. He's not really a run quarterback, but they scheme him a lot, really, just to keep you honest.
Yeah, that's one of those you read. We kind of crashed in. He did have some room. He doesn't have the speed maybe to hit it out like they did last year. The quarterback they had last year could definitely do that.
Pass out to the right side. Brought down by a host of Mustangs. Maybe a gain of 2.
Another good job being right there. Keeping that to a short game.
I think Peters pretty much was right there step for step with him, just enough to kind of slow him down, bring a couple of other guys in to help make the tackle. Third down, big third down. Third down at 6 here for this defense. You'd really like to turn him here.
Yeah, this is a huge play. They're on the plus side of the field. Probably go for it territory. Big play by the Mustangs.
All right, 2 receivers in the set. Quarterback back to pass. Boy, how about that? Mr. Salt will just tap that down. Big play again. Gavin Salt brings up a 4th down.
Again, this will be kind of the first big game. They appear to be going for it.
It is 4th down and 6 from the 41-yard line. We talked about the defense being able to just take the game away. It's a big play here for these guys. Positional awareness. When they're running the ball, they're getting 3 and 4 yards, so they're going to have to be a little more creative than just kind of a run up the middle.
Wonder if they flex out of this and kind of do that new fashion kick. Nope, he's going to roll out.
Nice. Looking to pass.
Oh, he's wide open. Wide open.
Brought the running back kind of unwatched.
Outside linebacker, that's his guy. And we didn't have it, and then he's able to elude our safety. That's one of those when I talked about we needed some of those kind of big chunk plays. You look back, man, that was a good play. Unfortunately, they were able to strike first on a 4th and long, and just kind of a simple roll to the right and just make you do your assignment, and we just didn't. That's a man defense. Our outside linebackers got to carry that guy. It wasn't even a great throw. And that's really the only receiver in the route. If we're able to cover that, it's our ball in great field position.
Quarterback rolled right. The defense kind of went with him, if you will. Had a guy getting pressure to him, but the running back was able to slip out into the open. And the extra point is up, and it's good. And Miami will take a 7-3 lead with a sneaky touchdown.
Yeah, in some ways it makes you feel good. They kind of had a tricky type play to score, but man, it never feels good to get scored on, especially when your defense did the job, bowed up, stopped them, 4th and long, and just wide open.
American Bus providing transportation needs from 9 to 90. If you're looking for a van, a mini bus of some type, check out American Bus. Their inventory is online. You can see all the things they have available. Also want to thank Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, trusted for their experience and chosen for their care. Kevin, we are on the Miami side, so it can be a little confusing because they're blue too. You score a touchdown, you hear the crowd cheering.
Yeah, you see the cheerleaders in the
in
the band, or you hear the band. You can actually see our band, which is nice, and in some ways almost hear it better because they're playing at you.
Right. But just you hear the crowd cheering, it's because we are actually playing at Ineo College, and we're actually in the home side press box.
Let's see if we can get this blocked up and get a good return, get our offense in some good position to go down the field and answer here.
Mustangs have 3 deep guys back, if you will, on their special teams unit.
Yeah, there's really no wind to speak of. That flag's pretty much straight down. We're about the 5, maybe 7-yard line.
Absolutely beautiful night here in beautiful Miami. Miami's a fun town. Population about 13,000 people, so significantly bigger than Oologah, America.
Let that go out of bounds. Let that go. We almost stepped out of bounds there.
DeVilbiss bring it back to about the 17-yard line.
You got to know where you are there. You got to let that go out of bounds. So we get the ball at the 40. You get a penalty because he had to check his foot, not to step out there. So you need to have some coaches and players yelling, helping him out where he's at on the sideline.
First down and 10 coming up for the Mustang offense. They've had the ball once and got 3 points out of the first possession for the Mustangs. You would like to just keep grinding and keep being effective tonight with that offense confidence, if you will. 3 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Vogel going to hand it off up the middle. Going to gain about a yard.
Yeah, yard and a half.
Jaden Tanner, the running back for the Mustangs, kind of brought down by a host, if you will, of Miami War Dogs.
Yeah, didn't get not Not a lot of penetration there by the defensive line, but they did a good job of standing the block up, if you will, and just kind of waiting on the running back to get in your arms. Big second down here. 54 seconds left on the clock.
Mustangs have four receivers in the set. Bring a man in motion. Aiden Gaines will come to this side. Vogel going to look, way overthrow his intended receiver on the far side. I believe that's Jackson Lustig.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Looked like he was predetermined. Maybe that was a setup play. Hey, we're going to take a shot here. A little bit of contact by the corner, and we kind of slowed up there. So a little bit of miscommunication.
Vogel's a young quarterback, sophomore.
We're going to have to run a play here with the clock stopping.
38 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
There's some sort of issue we're talking about to the coach. Oh, there was a flag. Ineligible player downfield, which I don't really understand. We threw that ball pretty quick. What that means is one of the offensive linemen was further than 3 yards down the field. But, man, we threw that awful quick, so I don't know.
Penalty was declined, so it doesn't go against the Mustangs. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Kind of in a predictable pass situation.
Yeah, we're going to go empty here.
Yeah, with 5 receivers in the set. Going to spread their defense out. Across the middle. Well, you got lucky. Number 22 for Miami. Chris Kelly almost brought down the INT.
Yeah, we got to get, obviously, Grady making his third start. Didn't have a lot of pressure, had some time to maybe read and get off that. They had kind of an over-under coverage in the center of the field there. I know that's an area we feel like we could attack, but it wasn't there. Had time. Just got to get him calmed down. The offensive line is doing a good job of not getting a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, I was going to say the offensive line really did protect him there. Good punt. Sam will punt that one away.
That is a good punt.
Fair catch called for at the 47-yard line. So Miami will take over 1st and 10.
Big time work here to do by the defense. 26 seconds left the first quarter. 7-3 War Dogs. You don't want to get too far behind tonight. We just haven't shown that big play ability, especially in the pass game, to make a lot of quick strike plays in that way.
I'm going to play good, sound defense. Mustang showing 3 down linemen for the defensive line, and man, Miami in with just a big set. Going to hand it off right. He'll be met in the backfield. Yeah, maybe a gain of a half yard.
Several guys there. Number 36, Cade Schick, making a play there. Kind of an undersized kid that just plays super hard. Keep calling his name more and more, so good job there by the Mustangs.
Going to put a gain of a yard on the scoreboard, brings up 2nd down and 9. As I believe the clock's going to roll down, and we're going to go to the Yep, there it is, 2nd quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more Mustang football right after this.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we are more than just a dental office. We're a place where your oral health is our top priority. We're committed to creating an exceptional, affordable experience while building lasting relationships with our patients. Our local doctor-owned practice ensures that your treatment plan is driven by your optimal health, not by insurance company restrictions. From comprehensive oral health exams, biannual checkups, and oral cancer screenings, to periodontal evaluations, dental cleanings, sealants, and fluoride treatments, we're here to take care of your smile every step of the way.
And if you're in need of dentures, we've got you covered. With our on-site lab, we specialize in creating high-quality, affordable dentures quickly, so you can get back to smiling in no time. Visit us today at All Smiles Dental and Dentures right on Highway 169, where your health and your smile come first. Give us a call at 918-443-9900 to schedule your appointment.
All right, Kevin, you got the first quarter in the books. Kind of those fresh takes, if you will.
Yeah, competitive quarter. We did move the ball on offense. Obviously, we were aided by a turnover in our offensive territory, plus side of the field, if you will. We've allowed them to get some first downs, and then on 4th and kind of 8 on about the 45, we let them hit a big kind of trick play on us and score a touchdown, and that's really the difference in the game. So you feel good about that, but defense needs to get off the field. We need to get some better field position for our offense.
First drive for the offense resulted in points, and that's what you want. But again, those mistakes, you have them third down and long penalty, or second down and long penalty, kind of put you in a weird spot. Pitch and catch from the right side, going to gain about 7.
Yeah, and we had underneath coverage there. Would like to see us a little tighter on the coverage. We've allowed some cushion there, and you don't want to allow a young quarterback to get too much confidence. We had a safety over the top. We had a linebacker underneath, so the corner could have been pretty aggressive there. Would like to see us step that up a little bit. We got some speed at the corner position. Don't be afraid of their wide receivers.
Well, it's third down and really just inches coming up for the War Dogs. Mustangs have a 3-down lineman defense. Miami's been pretty effective in running the ball. I believe all their running plays tonight have resulted in forward progression.
Yeah.
This time they're going to just, quarterback's going to keep it Sam Lillard, and that'll be good for a pickup of 4, first down.
Yeah, not a ton there, but obviously they didn't need much, and that was a design kind of quarterback run to the left, if you will, using the running back as a lead blocker.
Their first possession of the night ended in a fumble. Their second possession of the night drove pretty much the field, put it in the end zone. Brings up first down and 10. This is what they do.
They're not in a hurry.
They're not in a hurry. They just methodically move down the field.
Good job there.
Right there. Jaden Tanner met him pretty much at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard.
Yeah, Garrett Salt went low. Jaden Tanner went high. And he fell forward for a yard, but good job there. Kind of puts him behind the chains, if you will.
Second down, long 8 coming up for Miami. Coming up at halftime, we will visit with Coach Pye and talk about volleyball. We'll also air the Stallion Battalion Marching Band and their show as they prepare for competition season, which, my friend, is upon us.
It is. Looking forward to tomorrow night. If you're looking for something to do, we won't compete, but we will march at 9 in exhibition. Another run play.
Just going to keep it.
It's more than he probably should have. He was able to kind of just pick a knife his way through. But, yeah, because since we hire the judges, we don't compete in our home event, but we compete in exhibition at 9 p.m. So we can get a score, we can get critiqued, we can improve, and then they'll do awards after. So it's always a good time if you want to come at 9, be really nice weather tomorrow night, and cheer on the Stallion Battalion.
Third down and 5 on the scoreboard. This is a big third down for the Mustangs. Held them a moment ago to a fourth down. Of course, Miami kind of on a trick play, if you will, scored. They've got 2 receivers in the set. And had an opportunity to get him in the backfield.
Yeah, we got some penetration there. Really, they kind of were wanting to run an option look, and that penetration caused him to kind of panic and pull the ball down. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get him wrapped up, and he was able to get, we had our safety making the tackle, and anytime on, 3rd and 5, safety's making the tackle unless we're bringing some pressure. Probably going to result in a first down.
I believe a gain of 7 enough for a War Dog first down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line. Two receivers in the set for Miami. Boy,
tried to get us to jump.
Apparently, he's been going with that cadence a lot tonight.
Watch the ball, yeah. Ooh, high snap.
He's having to jump for that ball a lot. Boy, they're going to say no gain on the play.
Yep. Yeah, that's been a couple of snaps he's brought down. They've been successful in the other, but that one disrupted their timing enough where we knifed through and no gain.
Second down and 10 coming up for the War Dogs. Mustangs looking to the line, see what Coach Adler will dial up from a defensive perspective. First-year defensive coordinator for the Mustangs. Pulled him away from Bigsby. Glad to have him.
Yeah, he's been a good addition. Brings some fun energy in the hall.
Second down and 10. Quarterback's just going to keep it around the left side.
There's something going on there because our safety correctly forced him back to the inside, and there's just no one there to make the play. Not sure if we got sucked in or what happened, or someone's not filling the gap, but we seem to be executing pieces of the play, but not the entire 11.
First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Quarterback back to pass, has time, overthrows his intended receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's where we can make some plays, put some hay in the barn, if you will. We need to be tight on those receivers. Are they fast? Are they yeah, they have some good receivers. But their quarterback just hasn't shown through 4 games. This is the 4th game that he can fit it in there. And when we were in decent shape there, we weren't even really blanketed him. He felt that, and I think he made him throw it a little further to the right, a little higher than he would have wanted, just to make sure it wasn't going to be picked off. We need to be tight on those receivers.
Well, the number of plays they've run tonight, they've only been effective to pass the ball 3 times. The rest of the time, the Mustangs have either broken it up, got pressure on him. Hand off up the left side. Jaden Tanner will bring him down from behind, but only after a gain of 2. Brings up a good 3rd down and 8 situation for your defense.
Yeah, Sam Hogue flew up and took on the the running back, allowed Jaden to make the play. We need to see more of that. Play fast downhill, play with confidence. Big 3rd down. Didn't really watch them warm up much. Don't know much about their kicker. Be interesting to see in a 3rd and 8 situation here.
What they would do, yeah, if you can hold them here. Would they go for it? Would they certainly in go for it territory? Ball spotted down at the 16-yard line. And only have 2 receivers in the set. They go with a big line a lot. They put a lot of those tight ends.
We made him pitch it. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Is that a forward pass?
Oh, my goodness, guys.
They're going to say he's out at the 1. I would be interested to know.
I think he pitched it behind him. I think he had that.
And then we're all over him. We just don't wrap up.
Yeah, just can't wrap him up.
We've had opportunities. We've had snaps. We've had balls on the ground. You just got to go make a play. There's no excuses. We've been in the right spot. You got to go make a play. There's no excuse for the ball to be on the ground, bounce twice, and a guy to pick up 12 yards or more than that.
Yeah, you had him wrapped up behind the line, and he just was able to slip through. 1st and goal for Miami. Quarterback's just going to keep that and fall into the end zone.
They're going to say he's down about a half yard short.
All right. So 2nd down and goal coming up for the Mustang defense. 6:02
Something to watch. They're
play.
not resetting that. There they go. They changed it. I was going to say they didn't reset the play clock super fast there. It was allowing them to milk some more clock. They're going to have a serious time of possession advantage right now. Nice.
How about that? He's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss.
That's why that's important. You're on the 1-yard line. You're like, well, you might as well let him score. Well, no. They put the ball on the ground a couple of times. We just made a big play, pushed him back. It's going to be 3rd. They're going to give him some forward progress to the 3. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3.
Walker, the running back for Miami.
I think you'll see them maybe try to get out on the edge. We're really selling out hard up the middle. Maybe to the wide side, which would be away from the cameras here, to give your athletes some room to kind of get out and maybe outrun somebody.
2 receivers in the set. High snap. Quarterback looking to pass. Incomplete.
Yep, good job there by the defense.
How about
Blowing
that?
up.
Yeah, they've held him to a 4th and goal situation.
Looks like he's at least contemplating going for it. Offensive line is making some motions. I don't know what they mean. Looks like they're wanting to go for it.
May take a timeout to talk about this. They passed the ball 3 times in this possession. Only one of those been complete.
How about this? I bet they try to get us to jump, and if they don't, they'll call timeout.
Yeah, you're probably right. 5:01 left to play until half. 2 receivers to the far side. And Mustangs are going to call timeout. And a well-timed time to calm your guys down.
I was half right.
Yep, calm your guys down. You had them 1st and goal from the 1. You've backed them up to 4th and goal from the 3. So your defense really has boat up here. So a well-timed timeout from Coach Noble to just.
Yeah, I bet that was called by Coach Adler.
Yeah, probably so.
Your DC is going to have free reign to call timeout there if he sees something he doesn't like. He obviously didn't like what we had called versus they had a little different look. They went 3 wide to the high side, brought a guy in motion. Maybe he felt like we were misaligned or not really ready for that. Called the timeout. This is a big play with 5:01 remaining here. The War Dogs have had the ball seemingly the whole quarter.
want to thank some of our great sponsors for sponsoring Mustang Athletics, like Neely Insurance and Financial Services, serving your financial insurance needs since 1951 in Claremore. Appreciate their faithful supporters of Mustang Athletics.
Ironically, we'll be traveling back to Miami next week for some softball regionals.
Okay.
Not official, but looks like it'll be Wednesday and Thursday. They're moving it from Thursday to Friday to Wednesday, Thursday, which I don't love, but Wednesday, Thursday, win 3 games, you're in. You're into the Super Regional. So looks like the War Dogs are back in the same alignment. I'm interested to see if they just run the same play.
3 receivers to the far side. Quarterback making sure his offensive line sees a. They're just going to go Wildcat.
They're
going to go in around.
There's no one there. There's no one there.
Quarterback snuck out.
And again,
a lot of trickery.
You want to feel good because both plays they've scored on have been on 4th down, trick plays. But man, you just at some point, if you want to win big-time district football games, somebody's got to step up and make a play, and we're not doing it. Honestly, he could have ran that in or threw it in. He could have taken his pick.
Yeah, he had lots of options. And so you had a couple of guys trying to hold him accountable, and he was able to get the quarterback wide open. So you got to account for jerseys. You got to put bodies on bodies. They've had 2 guys slip off into kind of just kind of an open spot, and nobody saw them do it, and it's resulted in 2 touchdowns. Ball down, kick on the way is up, and it is good. Miami will take a 14-3 lead. 4:54 left to play until halftime. We're talking softball's headed to regionals. Volleyball playoffs are just around the corner, and the fairs are in full swing. So.
Yeah, next week's going to be a little crazy.
I think the Tulsa State Fair started yesterday, didn't it?
I believe there's some things that started Thursday. Yeah. You're right. I know we moved in some animals this morning. I was at school early, just before 7, and they were heading out with looked like a train of cars.
They lived there for about 9 days.
Yeah, and it looks like it's typically, my dad taught ag, and we were there a lot. It's typically freezing cold or super hot. Yep. Actually looks like it's going to be okay for that, but it's a busy time for them. I think I'm going to make the trek on Tuesday. We have everything showing, is my understanding: sheep, goats, pigs, cattle. Get your take. We also have projects that'll be in one of the barns or arenas to go kind of take and look at. We send a lot of kids that get a lot of recognition at the fair.
I don't know this about our school district, but the number one reason why people apply for application to transfer into Oologah schools is for our FFA program. And they do an incredible job. A lot of kids involved in FFA.
Yeah, FFA, numbers-wise, the biggest thing we do, and it's varied a lot. It's not like back when I was in school where it's just showing and welding and maybe some judging team. Man, they do everything from agri-science, horse judging. They do everything. There's more ways to compete in ag than there is our athletic department.
Every other year we run a ag issues team. They've been very successful in winning state championships. And they did win a state championship last year, which puts them in a position to go compete nationally. So they'll be going to national convention to compete for a national championship.
Yep, good kick by Seth Davis there, kicking it in the end zone, making a start at the 20. Ag issues, we've dominated that landscape at the state level. Haven't quite got over the hump, had some placings. We've had some national champions at the national convention. So looking forward to some more great results from that group.
4:54 left to play until halftime. The Mustangs with their 3rd possession of the night. If that tells you anything about how Miami just wants to hang on to the ball. Oologah hand it to Jaden Tanner. Nothing there. He'll actually lose a yard.
Yeah, and that's not good. We have plenty of time to go down and answer here. What wind is in you, but you get the clock stops with first downs. We have 2 timeouts left, but we got to start getting some chunk plays on offense.
You only get so many possessions in a ball game, and you need to make them count. Mustangs were able to score a field goal on their first possession, really went 3 and out in their second possession, so you got to get some offense rhythm going tonight. Vogel will roll. Complete on the left side to Salt. I think he's going to get first down.
Yeah, good throw on the run. Really good catch by Gavin. He's a tight end. He's a big kid. He's having to reach, catch with his fingers. Even in game 4, your tight ends, your linebackers, their hands are all chewed up, spit up, tore up. Makes that catch a little bit harder for Gavin.
Collinsville, Claremore both were able to make us almost one-dimensional by really putting a lot of pressure on our pass game. I've said it in every season. I'm a balanced guy. You got to have an effective pass game so you can have an effective run game to keep them honest. Hand off up the middle, got some room. Gain of 20, Kevin. First down and 10.
Yep, that's a new look. Having Sam back in the backfield there, just trying to find creative ways to get one of your bigger, faster, stronger guys the ball. And you see there's different guys. You got Thunder and you got Lightning. Obviously, JT's a power back. He's going to be fighting forward. Not that Sam can't do that, but Sam's, maybe the fastest kid on the team. He's got a little more speed.
Man, when he hit that hole, he gone. First down and 10 for the Mustangs with a little bit of rhythm. 2 receivers to the far side. And off again to Sam.
Nice.
Make a guy miss. Down to the 40. Gonna juke a guy down to the 30. Still on his feet to the 20, 15, 10.
Let's go.
Stampede touchdown.
And that's what we've needed. We talked about needing some big chunk plays. We haven't done that. That's a 50-yard running play. Man, we're going to get it called back. We didn't need that. Wide receiver came all the way across the play. There's a flag at the 12. Didn't need that block. He was in the end zone.
This is where probably won't instant replay that on the board.
And I didn't.
Holding on
I thought he got in front of the numbers. You got to get numbers to block. That's unfortunate.
2 runs, 2 big gains. They're going to place the ball down at the, 23-yard line. First and 10 for the Mustangs.
It's okay. Plenty of time. Marching the ball. Keep going. Keep going, offensive line. You got this.
Penalty took a touchdown off the.
Oh, he's wide open. Nice big hit coming.
Pass to Aiden Gaines on the right side. Gain of 9.
Good job by Aiden there, being prepared for that big hit. He knew was coming. And a good throw there.
It's really good to open up your offense and force that defense to choose some things. They've been really just kind of stacking the box and really kind of had shut down the run game a little bit. But now that you've got some life in your passing game, you got a speedster back that can break through. JT's in the backfield. Hand off. Got to get the first down, I believe.
Going to be close. They're going to march him a little bit short.
All right, so gain of 2 brings up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get this first down. I like what we're doing.
2:12 left to play till halftime. The 3 receivers in the set. The Mustangs will check, make sure they have the right play in the books.
It's like a little, maybe changing the play. Got plenty of time, 7 seconds.
Hand off to JT. Going to juke up the middle. I think he's got it.
Be real close.
Yeah, he's going to gain 2.
Good job by that offensive line.
That really first down is a credit to the left side of that line.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
Really just pushed the line and gave him just enough to get behind them and pick up that first down and 10. And I think the Mustangs are going to take time out. We'll take one as well. We'll be back with the last 141 right after this.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we are more than just a dental office. We're a place where your oral health is our top priority. We're committed to creating an exceptional, affordable experience while building lasting relationships with our patients. Our local doctor-owned practice ensures that your treatment plan is driven by your optimal health, not by insurance company restrictions. From comprehensive oral health exams, biannual checkups, and oral cancer screenings, to periodontal evaluations, dental cleanings, sealants, and fluoride treatments, we're here to take care of your smile every step of the way.
And if you're in need of dentures, we've got you covered. With our on-site lab, we specialize in creating high-quality, affordable dentures quickly, so you can get back to smiling in no time. Visit us today at All Smiles Dental and Dentures right on Highway 169, where your health and your smile come first. Give us a call at 918-443-9900 to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back with 141. The Mustangs, first down and 10.
A little different look here, Wildcat. That cat wasn't very wild.
I think they knew what the Wildcat was going to do.
Well, and you didn't have any receivers to spread the field.
Correct.
So you had 11 guys within 5 yards. Not sure that's what our offensive line. We need to do them some favors, spread some guys out, get some of ththose guys out of there.
Taking a loss of a yard with 1:15 left to play. Second down and 11, balls on the 13-yard line. 3 receivers in the set. Vogel takes the snap, going to roll to his right. Just do it just a little bit outside.
Yeah, that would have been a tough
catch to make.
Tough throw and tough catch there.
Braxton Davis, the intended receiver for the Mustangs, brings up third down and 11. Keep in mind, we had a penalty take a touchdown off the board. And we talked about it in pregame. Minimize those mistakes. Minimize those mistakes.
Yeah, you've let them score 2 touchdowns on 2 fourth-down trick plays, and then your big play, 50-yard rush, gets taken off the board for
mistakes.
a hold.
All right. 3 receivers to the far side. Got Lustig to the left side. Third down and 11. Overthrew JT just a little bit. Of course, JT was being tackled. So he was trying to catch the ball. No penalty there. 55 seconds. It's fourth down.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think we're going to kick it, which I think is the right call. Let's get it to 1 score. You get the ball at half. If you can hold them without scoring here, assuming you make this, you're within 1 score. Kind of do the New England Patriot, score both ways. Score at the end of the first half, score at the beginning of the second half. Get some momentum. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. Just
put him out. Coach Hogue here. Counting bodies. Sam on to attempt. Be roughly a
got blocked.
23-yard. And again, that's on that special teams. Blocking your guy, snapping the ball correctly. You got to give your kicker and your snapper an opportunity. So minimizing those mistakes.
Coach Noble's yelling at something. So I know at other levels you have to you can't just put like 9 guys on one side of the offensive line. They've definitely overloaded the line. I know at the college rule they would be over the limit. Maybe that's not a rule. OSSAA, I'm not sure. I think that's what Coach Noble is upset about. They put 7, 8 guys on one side of the line, kind of pushing each other through.
Mustang drive, you were able to move the ball. You were able to get first downs. And they just come away empty-handed with 51 seconds left to go. Don't let Miami get anything cheap on you. Handoff up the right side. Got a big gap.
And they got timeouts, guys, so we need to lock it up here.
First down and 10 for Miami. I believe Garrett was the guy that brought him down.
Good job there by the Mustangs. Lots of gold helmets in and around the ball. I didn't hear the whistle ever. I know there are crowds yelling. I never heard the whistle, so I don't know if the guys just didn't blow it loud, but Miami going to take a timeout here.
All right, we'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Since 1951, Neely Insurance and Financial Services has been a trusted name in Claremore. Located at 965 West Will Rogers Boulevard, we are a third-generation family business built on a foundation of trust and dedication. With over 70 years of experience, we've seen the industry evolve, and we're here to help you navigate it every step of the way. At Neely Agency, customer service is our #1 priority. We offer personalized assistance for all your insurance needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm, or boat insurance, we've got you covered. Need coverage for your flood or recreational vehicle? We handle that too, protecting both your family and business. But we're not just about insurance. We also offer a wide variety of financial services to help you plan for a secure future, including investment products, financial planning, employee benefits, and more. Stop by or call Neely Insurance and Financial Services today, where experience meets trust. Visit us at 965.
Quarterback's going to keep that around the left side. Actually, I think Kevin may lose a yard.
Yeah, that's about the 4th or 5th time there's been a bad snap or some confusion. Him and the running back ran into each other. I think he wanted to give it and was forced to keep it. We were able to make him pay there. Big third down here. 10 seconds. I think you'll probably see them snap it.
Yeah, they're going to probably.
They're trying to hurry. Nothing crazy here, guys.
Do anything. I guess going to take a shot.
Just throw it in the ground.
Missed opportunities. Kind of my takeaway from the first half, kind of your missed opportunities. Your offense has been efficient. Your offense has been productive. You've taken a touchdown off the board because of a mistake. Missed opportunities. I think they're going to go back, watch some film, grade themselves, and go, don't.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, you let them score on 2 fourth-down trick plays. You had a 50-yard rush taken off the board with a penalty that was unnecessary. And then you go for the field goal, which is right, and then that gets blocked, which we've had issues with. We talked about that in the pregame. We have to lock up the field goal. It would be such a weapon. We have a good field goal kicker, but when every other one is blocked, it's really hurtful.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion Marching Band will be taking the field, and then we've got a conversation with our head volleyball coach, Coach Paya. So we'll be back with the halftime show right after this.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. Never do that. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Welcome back to the American Bus Halftime Show. Mustangs on the road in Miami, down trail 14-3. Kevin, the Mustangs had really 3 possessions and really had an opportunity to cut this thing 14-10. And mistakes have kind of plagued us a lot.
Yeah, big time penalty there on a 50-yard touchdown, getting a field goal block. Missed assignments on 4th down trick plays, which that's what trick plays are designed to do. So give Miami coaches some credit for designing those. Well, we got to be disciplined. We got to be man on a man there.
Come back, we'll visit with Coach Pye, our head women's volleyball coach. You can see the Stallion Battalion taking the field. We're going to let them perform for you. I do want to tell you we're having some technical difficulty with our field mic, but we will let it air, and you may hear some static in that. We'll work to get that resolved as soon as the Stallion Battalion is done with their performance. And when we come back, we'll have our halftime show visit with Coach Paya. But now we present to you the Stallion Battalion Marching Band.
legends say that in the dark waters near Shadow Cove, a ghost ship sails the seven seas. The siren song and her ghostly crew guard a treasure that would make a man rich beyond measure. Raise the sails and let's find out, says I. Avast! Be quiet, the lot of you. There's the siren song. I wonder what still walks her decks.
Let's give a big round of applause to the Oologah marching band.
Hey Mustang family, we're here at halftime with Coach Paya. Coach Paya is our volleyball coach. Coach, the season starts July 15th, so it even starts before school. So you've been going quite a while. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about how the season's been going? I know we're ranked, so.
Yeah, we are. We're currently at number 15 in 4A. New rankings come out every Monday, so we just have one more left before our regional pairings come out. So we're hoping we can move up to like maybe 10, 11, 12 in there. That would give us a really, I'd be really happy with that going into regionals. We've got a winning record so far at all levels, not just at the varsity level. So top to bottom, the girls are working really hard. They've been, we've had a relatively drama-free season, which is always nice. And it makes it so that we can really focus on the important stuff.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Getting better every day and working hard for each other.
So you mentioned, I'm glad you mentioned that. You mentioned a winning record with the varsity. Obviously, that's important. That's kind of what people focus on. But for the future, having a winning record below, I know like when I coached basketball, we wanted to win every game. We wanted to win every ninth grade game, every JV game. Those are going to be the kids, helping you the next year. And you want to let those people know who you're going to be playing. Like, hey, we beat you.
Right, exactly.
Like, that's the thing. Winning becomes the standard, and winning becomes a habit, really.
Yeah, the expectation for sure. And one kind of unique thing about volleyball is that kids don't start it when they're 5 and 6 years old like some of the other sports. And so coming in as a 7th grader, a lot of those girls have never played volleyball before. And so it's a whole new experience. It's a whole new learning thing. Kids who've been playing basketball and been successful for years come in and feel a little bit awkward and a little bit out of sorts with volleyball because it's new. And I've been really proud of, we have a relatively small 7th grade group, but I've been really proud of how they have just soaked everything up and are learning, and they get better every game and are competing. And so it's really fun to see those new ones in the program really kind of embrace the grind of it.
Yeah, I know the district's pumped out some stuff on one player in particular. Emily, she had, she set a school record a couple different ways, I guess, in a game and in her career with Diggs.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about her and then some other people that have stepped up for the varsity?
Yeah, so Emily is a junior. She plays the libero position, which is a defensive specialist. So she only plays back row. She's the one that wears the off-colored jersey, if you've never been to a volleyball match before. And her job is strictly to keep the ball off the floor, and she does a phenomenal job at that. A dig is only recorded when the other team attacks the ball, so it doesn't count when they just free ball it over or serve it over. It has to be an attacked ball by the other team. And 1,000 is a pretty significant milestone for any player, and for her to achieve that as a junior in the first half of the season is really special. She's a really special kid and a really good leader for our team as well. It's fun when your highest performers are also your hardest workers, and we have a lot of that going on in the volleyball program, and I love that. Kinsey Thanen's a senior this year. This is her 4th year playing at the varsity level. She's played almost every position at the varsity level, but is really, she's a leader in all areas, and this is actually my last year with a Thanen in the program. I have never not had a Thanen in the program. I had her older sisters, and so senior night's gonna be a little tough for me saying goodbye to the Thanen family, but we have we've got two freshmen that are getting some varsity time, and we're really well balanced in terms of ages of kids on the varsity team. So I feel really good about the next few years, looking after this year, that we have a lot of experience returning.
Yeah, that definitely pays dividends immediately when you start the season. You got some kids that know the expectation of the program, know how hard that, it takes to work to be successful. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the season's really coming to an end. I know this weekend we're in a tournament, and then next week, what do we got?
So Claremore this weekend, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then next week, Tuesday, is our senior night. October 1st, we're playing Claremore Sequoia, and they're a good program. That'll be a good match for us. The Drumline's going to come, and we're going to get to celebrate our 3 seniors, Kinsey Thanen and Jenna Wells and Gentry Griswold. And so it'll be a really fun night. Hopefully we can get a conference win there to end the season, in the conference schedule season anyway. And then regionals will be the following week, and then hopefully the state tournament after that. So
looking forward to all that. We appreciate you joining us here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Welcome back to Northeast Oklahoma A&M College. As the Mustangs are on the road tonight, taking on the Miami War Dogs. And Kevin, you had some good things happen in the first half. You had some mistakes, and when you kind of look at the stat sheet, it is what it is. I mean, Miami has been very slow and methodical in how they've moved the ball tonight, which so far has been effective in terms of points on the board. 14-3, Miami on top.
Yeah, there's a 2-1 time of possession. They've had the ball for 15:56. We've had it for 8:04, which means you really have to maximize your execution, and we haven't done that. If you look at the stats, they're somewhat even. Rushing, due to some negative plays, we're 10 for 69 yards. Passing, we're 4 for 9 for 35 yards for only 104 yards. We have 2 penalties, 15 yards. Rushing, Jaden Tanner, 7 carries, 15 yards. Hogue, 3 carries, 54 yards. And then we have 4 receptions. Aiden Gaines has 1 for 8 yards. Salt has 2 for 16. Lustig 1 for 11. We're doing a good job on defense. They have 24 rushing attempts, okay?
Yeah.
They have more rushing attempts than we have plays by over 10. For only 117 yards, we're doing good. They have 5 for 10 passing for 59 yards. And the bulk of that was on the big play on 4th down when it went for about 45 yards. So it's really just been the big plays. They've capitalized on big plays. Our big play was called back due to a penalty. Their 2 big trick plays on 4th down went for touchdowns, and you're looking at 14-3 on the scoreboard.
So do you have a total play number?
Looks like they have 34.
Yeah, they got 34, and I'm showing 19.
And we have
for
19.
Us. Yeah, so, I mean, that's just what they've done. When they get the ball, it's 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, enough to get the first downs. And
it
move
matches the time of possession, too, that kind of 2-1 feel to it. They did have 1 extra possession. We'll come out and get the possession here after the half. But we got to go put some points on the board.
And the Mustangs only have really 1 3 and out. We had the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
And twice you had scoring opportunity. I mean, really, technically, you had 2 touchdowns. One of them came off the board because of it. So you've done some things right, but you've also shot yourself in the foot with a couple of mistakes.
And we had a relatively clean game. Miami doesn't have a penalty 1. We only have 2. We have unfortunately, we have a field goal blocked, or it would be 14-6 right now, and be a 1-possession game. So the Mustangs definitely have some work to do. I think, obviously, Miami has an advantage. They have bigger guys, but the skill guys, you saw it when Hogue was out in space. We have an advantage there if we'll get the ball in those guys' hands and let them do some work.
Mustangs definitely have some speed if they can utilize that. Between Aiden Gaines is just an athlete. He can cut and go, and Sam obviously showed what he can do. Sam's our leading rusher tonight, I think, with 54 yards in the first half. So a couple of scores in 4A. Ada on top of McLean. McLean used to be in 4A3. Now they're down in the South District. Ada's on top of them, 28-6. Glenpool is at Broken Bow. Broken Bow on taking care of business, 30-0 there. Thumbing down through.
Catoosa Grove is a good score at the half. Grove 7, Catoosa 6. That's at Catoosa. That's a tough place to play. It's really dark there.
It is.
There's only 2 lights on both sides of the stadium, and they're not like the ones here. But Grove's ranked number 10 in 4A. It's another team in our district, and that's a close game.
And then in our district, Fort Gibson is new to 4A3, and they are hosting Wagner tonight. And Wagner's just big this year. They're just good this year.
Wagner's really good. Yep. They got a bunch of dudes. They definitely have reloaded.
Skytook's at Cushing. Cushing's on top there, 21-3. Just some scores kind of from our neck of the woods that we'll face. Poto is at Stillwell. They are on top 7-0 at halftime as well. Elgin at Woodward, that's kind of out west, if you will. It's a 35-0 score. So going to take one more quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half. This is Mustang football.
Exercise has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Welcome back to Northeast Oklahoma A&M College. The Mustangs are on the road. It's the first game of district for a 3-play for the Mustangs. And Kevin, we talked a lot in our pregame and our tailgate show that a lot of times your playoff implications, because the top 4 teams out of a district go to playoffs, and sometimes it really determines what happens between Miami and Oologah.
Absolutely. Been a big game the last several years. Miami's just been slowly trending up. You can see it in their program. They have a powerlifting program. A lot of their kids run track. They wrestle. They do other things. They've built a good program here. Obviously, we had beat them several years in a row. We did lose here last year. And they're up right now on the scoreboard, 14-3.
Kind of an interesting score of note in the bigger districts in the Tulsa area. Jinx and Bigsby both powerhouses in Oklahoma football. Bigsby and Jinx are tied at 7 at the half, and Broken Arrow trails Owasso 7-15. Of course, Owasso has a new head coach. Bill Blankenship is just a legacy guy in Tulsa area, former Union head coach for a long time, coached the University of Tulsa. And Bartlesville at Sand Springs. Sandites on top 14-3. That's in the second quarter. And Muskogee hosting Ponca City. Muskogee's on top 24-14 in 6A2. 6A is a division that has been broken just because there's such a huge gap difference between those big 6A schools and then what would be those smaller 6A schools like Sand Springs, where they may have 400 kids per grade, and Broken Arrow that may have 1,200 kids per grade.
Oh, yeah.
So they allowed them to split up 6A. But I would be a proponent of 4A1 and 4A2. I'm not going to lie to you, being the smallest school in 4A. I mean, Miami's a town of 13,000 people.
Yeah, we're the smallest school in 4A by ADM, which is your average daily membership. That's over the school year of the previous year. In fact, some news that came down the pike, it looks like in soccer we're going to be 3A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because some teams don't play, and then you have a bunch of private schools that have done well, and so there's a private school rule where you can get bumped up, and enough of them got bumped up to bump us down. And even though our girls are the defending 4A state champs, looks like we'll be going down and defending in 3A. Somebody asked me kind of what that meant. I kind of thought it was a wash, if you will. Fort Gibson's coming down with us. They're historically a good program. It keeps us away from Hall and Hall. Hall and Hall won it in 3A and then moved all the way up to 5A, won it there. They're going to be at 4A. It kind of keeps us away from them, but we get the Caches of the world to deal with too. So it's kind of a wash. Going to be a lot of good teams come springtime.
High School definitely has a legacy of championships between 1990 and 2000. They were the winningest school in the state of Oklahoma among all classifications, and a lot of that work was done in 3A.
Yep.
And so don't want to make excuses. It's just when you're the smallest 4A school, playing kids that literally have 100 more kids in your high school than what you're doing. You gave a stat when we were playing Claremore. There was a bigger gap between us and Claremore than us and the smallest school in the state.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a hole here if we can hit it.
Sam carrying the ball, got a good return so far out to the 37-yard line. The ball's on the ground, but I think the Mustangs will retain possession.
Yeah, that's kind of eye-opening when you say it that way, and it's true. There's a bigger gap between Claremore and us, which is a top-end 5A school. We're a small 4A school, than us and the smallest school in the state. So you imagine going, name your small school. Imagine going to Kiowa and playing football against them. We would do really well.
Right.
Again, not an excuse, but definitely reality. And we're faced with the reality of being down 14-3 right now. 11:50. We got good field position. They were unable to kick it into the end zone. We got the ball at the 37. Got to go do something with the ball.
Sam's in the backfield again as the running back. He'll take the handoff, kind of just keep pushing and grinding, but I'm going to say not a lot there. They'll blow it dead, no gain on the play.
It's going to be hard for us right up the middle. If you look anywhere, probably the biggest advantage is their size versus our size. I would say we have speed, we have some other things. We need to get the ball out on the edge. Now, I know you can't – sometimes you do things to set things up down the road, so hopefully that's what we're doing. Get the ball to some of our playmakers out on the perimeter. When we did that in the first half, we had some success with some chunk plays.
Gaines, Davis, Salt, Tunison, your receivers. Pass intended on the right side to a cutting across. Braxton Davis incomplete, brings up a 3rd down and 10 situation.
Yeah, not what you wanted to dial up coming out of the half. A run play up the middle for no gain and kind of a pass play that wasn't really close to connecting. Need to come up with something here on 3rd down, something we felt good. We had a good week of practice. What is something we ran with a high rate of success? Get the ball in one of our playmakers' hands here, and let's get a 1st down. Don't want to go 3 and out here. As you mentioned at halftime, haven't done that all game. Don't want to do that here on our 4th possession of the game.
Mustangs found some success in the passing game, which has been missing through the first 3 games. Gonna send Sam out. Pressure to the quarterback. Kind of screen play to the right. Going to pick up 6. Not enough for a
maybe
1st
5.
down.
I think you're going to see us punt the ball here. Man, you hate to punt the ball, but I just don't see how you can go for it and do that to your defense.
Right, yeah. You want to, what you call flip the field. Sam's got a good leg. Man, if you can get them on the back pinned inside the 20 and make them drive 80-plus yards.
The wind has freshened a bit out of the north, so we're kicking into the wind. Looks like we're a man short here. We need to hurry. There's 10 seconds. You don't want to burn a timeout here because we're short on.
Just because special teams not paying attention, so.
Good
Sam
boot.
was trying to keep them honest.
Good boot. Dangerous catch there, having to go down to a knee. That wind kind of dyed it. Sam kept him honest. He held on to that ball as long as he could. Let our coverage get down the field. It's a good job by him and a good job by the coverage team. They were down all over.
Collinsville, he kept him honest enough to get a 1st down.
Yeah. He pulled it on a bad snap and took it about 18 for the 1st down.
He definitely has the wheels and speed to do that. Mustang defense back out on the field. Really kept a plodding, trotting Miami team. Really kind of kept them in check. Just a couple of just trick plays to get points on the board. So Mustang defense here.
I'd like to see our corners really challenge their wide receivers, get up and get in their face, take that away, make them one-dimensional.
Miami's passed the ball a little bit, but really their game plan has been just what you're seeing, just running.
Yeah, great job by Gavin Salt. I was going to say it sure looked like he was getting held, and as he's getting held and falling down, still makes the play. You're not going to see anyone that plays harder than Gavin Salt. That's a big-time play by a big-time player. I think you'll see us accept this, even though that play went for no yard, just because 10-yard penalty is such a dagger.
Yeah, holding would be a.
Yeah, he's saying move him back.
It's a spot foul, so it could really be more than 1st and 20, just depending on where it took place. So
probably a yard deep, maybe 1st and 21.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where you've done your job. You had a really great singular play with Gavin there, fighting it off, causing the hold. You have to force a punt here.
1st and 20, you've got them backed up in their 16-yard line. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete.
Tried to run 2 double routes. That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Slot guy and the outside guy ran an out at the same time and an up at the same time. That can be a really dangerous, but we were prepared for that on a long, you're obviously going to give them a catch underneath. I don't know that I've ever seen 2 right and seeing almost synchronized swimming-esque how close they were when they broke out and up.
Brings up 2nd down and 20 for the Mustang defense. Miami will change some personnel. Sam Lillard's their quarterback.
Make a play here, force 3rd and long. One of those possessions where maybe you get a pick, maybe you get a. They're going to run it.
He's going to run it. Nothing there. Defensive line coming out of the locker room fresh. They're going to say gained a yard, so 3rd down and 19.
You see their running back, number 12, Kyler Walker, getting up, kind of throwing his hands up in the air like, I can't do anything, coach. Like, he's frustrated, and that's good. We want them frustrated. If we can force a punt here, they are downwind. That wind has picked up probably as good as it has all night. Should get some good field position. It'll be 3rd and 18. Just need to avoid a big play, keep everything in front and tackle, and avoid a penalty.
So he picked up 2. No mistakes. You got him out of your system. 3rd down and 18. Great opportunity here for your defense.
Yeah, he's just basically throwing that away.
Yep, that was kudos to the secondary. They had everybody. There was nowhere to go with that ball.
Yeah, we had man-up coverage with the safety over the top, and he didn't really have any pressure, but they just ran they kind of max protected, if you will, only ran 2 guys in the route, and they were all over him. Not a very complex route. I think that's because you're seeing a younger quarterback. And we should get some good field position. Our 2 fastest guys in the backfield here, Maddox DeVille, Sam Hogue. Let's get a clean catch, and let's get up the field. Sometimes on these, you get the wind, you can kind of outkick your coverage, so to speak. If we can get it to one of our fast guys, you make that first guy miss on a punt, it gets real dangerous.
That outkick your coverage is what people say about me and my wife. Like, I just, you know.
Samesies. That's a really high punt.
Get on it, Sam.
Blow the whistle. Good gravy.
Yeah. He got up to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's where you got one guy coming up to catch it, yelling, I got it, and the other guy backing up. Kind of just a lack of communication there. Probably could have been set up for a good return there. That's unfortunate. Again, we're making just the little bad mistakes you can't make on the road against a similar team.
Special teams. That's about our 4th mistake tonight on special teams. And it is a 3-dimensional game. And there's hidden yards that are tucked away into that special teams. And just Mustangs have some homework to do to clean that up. All right. Sam Hogue is the running back in the backfield. 3 receivers in the set. Vogel back to pass under some pressure. Going to lose 5, but there's a flag coming down, which will probably be thrown at us.
He looks upset. I'm hoping it's a face mask on the defense. Number 25 for Miami looks upset. Bryce Barnes. Sometimes you can get overzealous when you're rushing and you grab a face mask.
Waiting to see the white hat and what the official call will be. They're going to talk about it.
Shouldn't be that much discussion. Should be pretty simple. Maybe they're debating the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're going to say hold. Oh,
okay.
No. Okay.
All right, so we'll just like in the backyard, play it again. So penalties will offset, so it's 1st down and 10.
Yeah, that's what they were discussing. And that looked right. It did look like we had a handful of something. Wanting to throw the ball to the right and just wasn't there. You got to kind of set that back foot. If the look's not there, you got to tuck and go at that point. Asking a lot out of your line.
3 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. They're going to say a false start. Nope. Yep.
Who flinched? Did you see there? I know he was motioning the running back up, which you can do.
Vogel will head over to talk to Coach Noble as the play clock starts.
20 seconds, plenty of time. Get this play called and get up to the line.
So it's 1st and 15 for the Mustang offense. High snap, hand off to Sam Hogue, bounce around, going to get to the outside. Still on his
Nice.
feet. He's going to pick up about 12 of those.
Some good vision by a kid that hasn't played running back very much. That play's designed to go up the middle, shifts it out to the left, then cuts it back up. Good job. And good job. You see some of those linemen like Pierce down the field getting on blocks. Need to see more of that. Want to see us out on the perimeter more than going up the middle. Where we have an advantage of athleticism.
Put
Clearly.
you 2nd down and 4. Very manageable. You got your penalty. You got some other yardage back. They're going to pass across.
Nice.
Be good for a 1st down for the Mustangs. Ryan Tunison, the receiver.
Good job by that young man. He can make some plays. He's worked hard. Good to see him out. Bigger body at wide receiver.
Big target, yeah. Really, they had a lot of cushion on him. There was a lot of space between him and the guys that were in zone to cover him. All right, so.
There's another penalty, and the penalties have evened up after they went a half without having one. Now they've had 2.
So that'll bring up a 1st down and 5 for the Mustangs. Would be great to just drive down the field and get this within 4.
Yeah, you feel like you'd have some momentum. You made them go 3 and out after a good punt, good series. Offense is moving, sustaining the drive. Let's go put points on the board.
Offense confidence, and I am now officially a broken record, but these guys have got to start to believe that they can move the ball, they can protect the quarterback, they can open those holes. Pass complete, Tunison again. Gain of 9, 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good throw there, good recognition. They're giving us that route. Tunison's a bigger body. He can protect the ball, if you will, kind of box you out. He plays basketball. He can kind of box you out. Like seeing that. We have a lot of balance right now here on this drive.
3 receivers in the set. Ball spotted down at the 20-yard line. The Mustangs actually going to try to go fast here to keep Miami guessing a little bit. They will stop, check, change the play with 17, 16, 15 seconds left to play on the play clock. I think that play got blown up just a little bit.
I think that's one of those kind of read options, and Grady thought he saw the defensive end crashing, and
he'll lose 4. Trent Lawson was the defender that got there and just kind of created that disruption. So 2nd down, 15 coming up is what the scoreboard says.
Man, that's a big time loss of downs there.
4 receivers in the set. Wade Peters playing at a slot across the middle.
Oh, good job there to kind of knock down a ball that kind of slipped out of his hand there. Good job by Aiden Gaines to prevent an interception there. Live to fight another play.
So 3rd down and 15. The ball's on the 24-yard line with 6:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs have an opportunity here, and you want to capitalize.
And I'm thinking about this as 2-down territory.
Yeah.
We have a field goal kicker that can kick this, but based on our protection issues we've had, I don't know that's what you want to do right here. We're having to run a guy on late. Looks like Tunison had a malfunction of his equipment. Probably would have been better served to go down. Oh, good catch, Aiden.
Gaines cross the middle, made a guy miss, down to the 1. Stampede, touchdown Mustangs.
Great job, Aiden Gaines there. That ball was well behind him. Looked like he had some stickum on his gloves, little magic sticky gloves. Little Mustang magic sticky gloves. How about that?
I said, because we've had some drops. I said, Coach, have we considered stickum?
We used to have the old school stickum. I had some just 3-year-old Newman gloves when I played. You just sprayed the heck out of them. They would just stick together. Couldn't even get. We're running guys on late. I don't know what's going on with special teams, but it has been an adventure at best.
Tonight. Yep, we've left points off the board. It's been an adventure at best. Ball down, kick on the way, and we missed a PAT. My goodness.
I don't know. It just looks like a bad kick. I don't know.
All right, Mustangs, you moved the ball. You were efficient. Penalty helped you out at one point, but a penalty also set you back. A 5-play drive started at the 46-yard line of the other side, so a 56-yard drive.
Yeah.
Mustangs get 14-9, so kind of close the gap a little bit, if you will.
You know, you had Hogue running the ball there. You had Tunison making some plays at wide receiver. You had Gaines making some plays. Just some different guys getting involved. And a good job by the offense there. Now let's have a good kickoff. Let's get the defense set up. Let's get the ball back quickly while you have that good feeling about you. You know, a little uneasy, I'm sure, on the visitor sideline over there. Let's get the ball back. Let's make some plays.
Coach talked a little bit when I talked to him. We talked about special teams and just some of those mistakes. And he said, man, we've been working on the snap, so we will literally get the guys really good and tired in practice and then run, set a field goal, and make them do it tired. Because that's what, I mean, a lot of these guys go both ways. It's not like a college team or an NFL team where they can run on a fresh set of guys ready to make the block or execute the snap. The guy that's snapping the ball is also snapping the ball when the offense is on the field or what have you.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Trying to kind of create some pressure, if you will. Sam's kicking into the wind a little bit. It'd be nice if he could.
Yeah, he's hit some boomers today. I don't know. Interested to see what we do here. I'm going to kick it.
They'll take it at the 3.
Good kick. Let's tackle somebody. Tackle somebody. Good job.
Bringing down about the 17-yard line. So good special teams defense.
Yeah, and that's a good job. That wasn't as deep a kick. Obviously, didn't kick it in the end zone, but he kicked it high. Allowed the defense or the coverage team to get down, and hopefully there's just a cramp.
Is that Sam that's down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's on the field for offense, defense, special teams. He's seen a lot of the clock tonight.
I don't know if it's obviously when you kick, there's a lot of torque on that leg, hamstring, all the things, calf. Man, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, that's when like electricity is shooting through your body.
Like he drinks so much stuff, eats well, sleeps well. He doesn't have the luxury of having the body fat that I do to store water. I think it has a lot to do with it.
He is just a willpower tough kid. He, was the whatever they call the award over the summer months and
Super staying.
Just wills his way off the field. All right, Mustang defense. Ball's at the 10-yard line.
What's that a penalty we missed when we were looking at the cramp? Huh?
I was hoping you. All right. Running back around the left side. Fortunately ran into his own player to slow him down, but gain of 10, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they had a pretty big-time block on our outside backer there. Kind of blew him off the ball to the second level.
So a gain of 12. Fresh set of downs. Sam Lillard, their senior quarterback. We've called his name for several years.
Okay, you give them a first down. It's fine. They're barely at the 20. Let's bow up, make a play on defense.
Defensive line will shift just a little bit. 4 seconds on the play clock. High snap.
Yeah, man, we can't give him 6-7 on the quarterback keeper on a high snap. I know he did a good job of disguising that. Looked like he stuck it in the belly of the running back, but he's not that dynamic. We need to be hitting him in the backfield.
Yeah, and they scheme a lot. Not that he's, like you say, not that dynamic of a runner, but they scheme him a lot to keep it just.
He's shifty, though, and when you're running, there's other things than speed, right?
Yep.
Ashton Wright was a really patient runner and would set up the blocks. He's similar in that way. He doesn't have the speed Ashton has, but.
All right, 2 receivers in the set, 2 backs in the field for Miami. Hand off to 12 again. Going to pick up about 8, 1st down and 10 coming up for the War Dogs.
Pretty fortunate there. Safety Aiden Gaines made that tackle, or he might still be running. Kind of getting pushed around up front, that front 7 right now. Need to find a way, take a deep breath, make a play.
4:10 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs are home next weekend.
Home against Fort Gibson, Hall of Fame game. My memory serves me correct.
All right, 2 receivers in the set. Quarterback's just going to keep it around the left side. Going to pick up about 2.
Better there, Garrett. Pinching in from that kind of outside backer position, if you will, making the tackle after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Need to make a stop here. 3:35. Time's not a major factor right now, but if you allow them to go score again, it is.
Mustangs have really been the tail of the third quarter, just with a long sustaining drive to get a touchdown. Their quarterback almost comes to the sideline to talk to coach between every play.
Yeah, he does. And even when they run guys on.
Yeah.
Some of that could be his youth and it just kind of calming him down.
Going to have to hurry. He's got 2 seconds. High snap. Hand off around the left side. Mad broad drop for a loss of 2.
Tyler Mathis, great job there by the senior linebacker coming up. And he kind of tried to do a jump shift, kind of a jump juke. And, man, big-time hit there. Critical here to get off the field.
It's a big 3rd down and 9 for this Mustang defense. Been in this situation a couple of times tonight, have found some success. Other times they've been able to sneak a trick play on us. So know your man, know your role. 2 receivers in the set. 3rd down and 9. Quarterback's going to roll this way. It's going to be broken up.
Yeah.
Incomplete. 4th down.
Wasn't much there. They've been doing only 2 receivers in the route. When you have 4 or 5 guys in coverage, yeah, he has time, but there's no one to throw the ball to. So they're going to be forced to punt. Good job by the Mustang defense there, coming clean, no penalties.
And Garrett was really able to kind of close in. Just had some good closing speed. He saw where the ball was headed. Was able to get his hand, tap it, to knock it incomplete. So 4th down and 9, 2:14 left to play in 3rd quarter. Mustangs have an opportunity here. You assume they would punt it away, but actually may look like they're
I'd
going
like
to
to
go
see.
for it.
No, they did this last time, and he quick punted. I'd like to see Aiden flex a little further back so we can protect this ball from bouncing too far. They're going to milk the clock. You're going to see a punt here. High snap punt. Yeah.
High punt.
Oh, I got to go catch that ball.
Aiden's going to let it bounce to him.
Let's go down now.
Yep. Ball's going to go down 32-yard line. 1st and 10
right.
coming up for the Mustangs.
Defense did their job. Bowed up. Gave him a 1st down. But bowed up. Offense got to be dynamic again like we were last possession. Got to mix in the run with the pass. Get on the edge. And go score. I think if we could score a touchdown, get some momentum for the first time, catch our breath, then you really kind of get them out of what they want to do. They're playing from behind. They're not designed to throw it either.
Had a big run set up by Sam, and then a couple of passing plays is really what brought that last drive to life. So good balance by the Mustangs coming out in the second half with 2:03 left to play in the 3rd quarter. 4 receivers in the set. Pitch and catch to the outside. Incomplete.
Just didn't get his feet set. Kind of threw it with his feet still facing the middle of the field. Got to get your feet set. Fire that ball out there to your playmaker.
2nd down and 10 coming up. Sam's back in there, so whatever injury caused him pause a moment ago, Jaden Tanner will come in. Lots of time on the play clock, 14 seconds.
A lot of room in the middle of the field here.
And off to JT. We'll crawl forward for about 3.
Had an overload situation, but interesting if we could have ran some sort of post or crossing route in the middle. It looked like we had all day there. 3rd and long.
It's been a lot of stuff happening around Oologah High School. We're just in that, we're in that busy season, if you will. Going to share some cool news with you coming up here in just a moment. 3 receivers in the set. Oh, they got him to drop off sides, so that'll help you.
Big time. Caught him leaning forward. A little overzealous, and that's a big-time penalty, man. That makes it 3rd
and manageable.
Very, very manageable. You can run past here, or 3rd and 8. You're not really in running situation.
All right, so 13 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers in the set. JT's in the backfield. Vogel wants to make sure we're not changing the play, but he better hurry up.
You got 5 seconds. I don't know if you're going to get it off, Coach.
Yeah, Mustangs will call timeout. Let's talk a little bit about what's happened of late. Your daughter, we talked about this in our last broadcast, but Miss Callie Hogue received a very special award. Got to meet some cool people, too.
Yeah, it's called Heart of a Champion. Coach Sam Bowers, our soccer coach, nominated for her that award. A committee picked her out of all the high school applicants in the state of Oklahoma. They talked about the 4 sports she plays. They talked about ag. They talked about her community service and Heart for Others. Really cool. She got to meet Jalen Williams, one of the starters for the Thunder.
All right.
Sometimes you meet these people and you're like, could not have been a nicer human being. Really giving of his time. They really treated us all, and especially Callie, just amazing. They took her backstage, if you will, to his dressing room. We all got to meet him out in front of the dressing room that we sat with his agents at dinner, gave her 15, 20 minutes of time, knew about her, and then gave us some more time after, took some really cool pictures. Just really cool for her to be recognized, being as busy as she is, and obviously they said what did it was her community service. She has almost 400 hours in her high school career, so really, really cool experience for her. Proud of her.
Congratulations, Callie Hogue. So 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter. 3rd down and 3 coming up for this Mustang offense. And
changing the play.
Change the play.
Need a first down here, guys.
Yeah, you need to keep moving the chains. Hand off to Sam.
Oh, ball's out. They had a guy low and a guy high and a guy ripping at the ball, and he's been trying to make the play. Couldn't get outside. And that ball was out.
So I think we're even on turnovers.
Yep.
Miami.
About the same position, too.
Yep. Miami turned over their first drive. Mustangs were able to capitalize and put 3 on the board from that. Now the Mustangs will give 1 back, and Miami will take over 1st down and 10 from the plus 39. Really good field position for the War Dogs.
And I know if you can't protect, you can't run. I'd like to see us run a little wider.
Right.
We're running up the middle. There was a big time gap. If we could have run something outside there. Unfortunately, they're bigger than us. They're able to get a hand on the guy, hold us up, and they come in and strip the ball. Kudos to them. Need to make a play on defense here.
All right, 2 backs in the set for Miami. They're just going to hand it off, go right. He'll be dropped for a loss. Yeah. Big hit.
Gavin Salt again, right on cue. Fighting off his block, pushing his blocker back, then also making the play. That's a big-time play by a big-time player.
Going to say only lost 2. I thought they got him for more. We'll take it. He's behind the chain. 2nd down and 12 coming up for this Miami offense. 25 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Mustang defense has played tough tonight. Got some stops when needed. You're asking a lot of them here in this situation. 3 down linemen for the Mustang defense. Quarterback looking to pass.
Oh, how's he get behind 2 of us? Oh, thankfully. Got caught looking in the backfield there, safety-wise. Got to be deeper than the deep, but good recovery speed. Good job by Aiden and Manish DeVilbus.
They really haven't taken a lot of shots. Maybe that's their 2nd one, and incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 12 with 2 seconds left, so they'll get 1 more play before we swap ends and head to the 4th quarter.
Big play here on 3rd down. Obviously, they're on the plus side of the field. You might see them go for it, but I could try to see them maybe trying to do that kind of coffin kick, if you will, pin us deep. We have, obviously, only 9 points on the board. Have limited offensive success. We've had some big plays. We had a touchdown called back, unfortunately. We'd be up right now with a penalty.
2 receivers in the set, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback's just going to try to keep it.
Unfortunately, with picking up basically 9-10 yards, they're going to go for it here. I guarantee it once the field switches, and it's going to be kind of one of those first key plays of the game right when we come back.
Actually, let's stay here for just a second because we have some other stuff to talk about because our FFA it's right there.
Opening and closing
Thank
ceremony.
You. I kept wanting to say Robert's Rule. So, they've won a couple of competitions.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. We take some of our youngsters when they're learning kind of that. If you've been to any FFA meeting, there's an opening and a closing to that. You put some people in some different roles. They learn those roles. They kind of act it out, if you will, and they're judged on that. So it's kind of like a speech competition, but everyone's doing the same speech. We had some high places and we had some winning, and that's just another example of Mrs. Smith and Mr. Jackson putting kids in a position to be recognized and to win. And do a good job.
FCCLA just sent a crew of kids to their leadership conference. Had a great opportunity. FCCLA is a fantastic program teaching kids life skills. And then I want to congratulate one of our camera guys. The guy's been with us a couple of years, and he plays baseball in the springtime. But Asher Streeter is committed to go play baseball down at the University of Texas of Dallas, UTD, and really excited for Asher. He works hard at that, and an incredible catcher. His ability to catch a ball, pick a guy off at second, is pretty impressive for a high schooler. And so University of Texas of Dallas, they want him on their roster, and so
super happy for him.
Yeah, kudos to
big time play here. They got two guys in the backfield. I bet they're going to do some sort of student body left or right.
4th down and 2. Quarterback's just going to keep it.
We might have stopped him. We did. Stopped him. No gain.
No
Offense
gain.
gets the ball.
No gain. Your defense has played big in certain situations tonight, so no gain. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Okay, offense. I think we got to get to the perimeter, and let's go make a play. Grady's thrown the ball well tonight. He's taken some big shots tonight. Offensive line's got to dig deep, and let's get down the field. Let's go score and win the game.
At times when the Mustang offense gets in rhythm, they can move the ball. It's when we just kind of stub our toe. An incomplete pass kind of knocks them out of rhythm a little bit. Yeah.
That sort of thing. So.
All right, so Sam is the running back in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. Vogel across the middle to Gaines, just a little high and in front of him. Hard catch to bring down.
Yeah, especially, I don't know if you've played wide receiver. I played wide receiver. You get a high throw over the middle, you're expecting to get a rib shot too. Get the
it's a very vulnerable thing.
Yeah, you're stretched out,
yep.
And man, it's just hard. I like the aggressive play call though.
Keep them honest. 2nd down and 10, 11:50 left to play in the ball game. Mustangs trail. Mustangs are kind of committed to the pass here. Vogel's going to roll out. He's got some space if he'll just tuck and run. Didn't get much.
Yeah, you got to tuck. You got to get up the field. Good job by the running back there to pick up the block, kind of pancake him. Need to plant and get up the field. Sideline warning on Miami. They'll give you one warning. You got to stay back behind the white. Next one would be a penalty. Big time 3rd down here. 11:36. That warning does stop the clock. 11:36 here. Big time 3rd down.
So I guess he picked up a long 3, which was a big 3rd down for this Mustang offense. The 3 receivers under pressure. Intended for number 44, Sam Peters, incomplete pass. And there's that 3 and out, that not getting that rhythm.
Yeah, that's I like the aggressive play call, trying to pass it on 1st down, but when you don't get it, then
you're behind schedule. 1st and 10's not, or 2nd and 10's not where you want to be. You want to be 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, and when you get behind schedule, it's just hard to sometimes get caught up. When they have found rhythm tonight, it's been effective.
I think we tried to call 3 pass plays in a row there too. Good snap. Oh, good kick.
Going to take a good Mustang bounce. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Down to the 7-yard line. What a punt.
Yeah, you're looking at I don't even know, 55-yard plus punt, something like that.
That's talking about
punt.
Flipping the field.
Yeah,
man.
And you pinned him inside the 10. So good job by a couple of special teamers there. Number 84, Isaiah Contreras. Number 21, Ben Ho, getting down there covering that. And defense got it. If you bow up here, they're punting. Not much wind. They're punting into the wind. You're going to get good field position. If you can force a 3 and out, you probably get it on the plus side of the field. It's really what the doctor's ordering right now. We need a 3 and out, guys.
All right, here comes their quarterback, Sam Lillard. They will break the huddle. 14 seconds left on the play clock. They don't use more than 2 receivers. Got 2 backs in the backfield. Kind of a diamond formation. The ball's on the ground. I think he fell on it. Looks like they're going to lose about 3.
Yeah, you've seen that a few times. They've just high snaps, miss snaps, running into each other. It hasn't been perfect for them. It hasn't been comfortable for sure. And they're in that kind of got to be careful territory.
Some balls at the -4-yard line. Yeah, you're not necessarily in throwing opportunity, but now you're also behind the chains for Miami.
Yeah, and if you're in the end zone and a hold occurs, that's a safety. So another thing, I think you'll see them run this, try to create some space and maybe a manageable 3rd down. Oh.
Miscue.
Almost
He's going to lose a yard.
I guarantee looked like a direct snap, but I promise you it wasn't on purpose to the running back. And you saw Gavin Salt knife through again to make another big-time play. Man. 3rd down and 15, bro.
Yeah, he is at the -2-yard line. So he actually lost 2 on that.
Okay. Keep everything in front, rally and tackle.
Mistakes.
I think you'll see them run the ball here, just trying to limit the mistakes. Again, with only 9 points on the scoreboard, I think you're going to see them run the ball, keep that clock churning, and put the pressure back on our offense.
Tell you what, the score is what it is because this Mustang defense has really played fantastic, specifically in the second half. 2 seconds, I don't know if they're going to get it off, so they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to burn one. That could be something later down the road.
We're going to take a timeout as well. Be right back with more Mustang football right after this.
I will tell you the care I've received here at Advanced Orthopedics is wonderful, phenomenal. My knee had just deteriorated where it was bone on bone. Same thing for my hips. Going about my day-to-day activities, whether it was at work or with family, that was constantly on my mind. It affected my ability to sleep, ability to walk. I'm very happy with the staff here at Advanced Orthopedics. I'm so happy with the results that I've received.
Welcome back to Northeast Oklahoma A&M College, home of the Norsemen and the War Dogs. Mustangs are on the road tonight in a battle. Man, this has been really a good game, 14-9. I want to throw a picture up on the screen. Mr. Cooper Puckett, one of our seniors, was recently recognized.
Recognized academic. He was recognized by the Merit Scholars as a distinguished academic scholar. Not going to be a semifinalist for National Merit, but scored really, really high on the PSAT. Really good kid. He's in the running for valedictorian, so glad to get him some academic praise.
3rd down, 15. War Dogs backed up to their own end zone. Handoff. Oh! He's going to pick up a yard, but, boy, they almost had him in the end zone. Blow the whistle, guys.
Come on. They've left those plays go a long time. Good job by the defense there. Force a punt. We had him at about the half-yard line, but good job by the D. It'll be 4th down. They're going to be forced to punt here. Would like to see a big-time return. They've been doing like the quick punt, if you will, by the quarterback. We need to flex out on that right. Yeah, there you go, Garrett. At least got to cover up the wide receiver with the quarterback. Oh, a shank, guys, a shank.
Just let it do what it's going to do.
Yeah, at best the 25.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's saying maybe the 20.
He's saying come back.
Yep, 24-yard line. We'll take it.
Okay,
we'll
offense.
Take it. You've been given a gift.
Your defense has done all they could all night. They kept you in the game. Need to go make a play. Punch this in the end zone. Our defense has really stifled their offense in the second half. 14-9, just a good old-fashioned slobber knocker, if you will.
Adler has made some adjustments, and the defense really has put on a clinic here in the second half. Get this in. Take the lead. 8:40 left to play in the ball game. Mustangs have great field position at the 24-yard line. Just going to hand it to Sam. Going to bounce around. Going to pick up a couple.
Not much there up the middle. Again, I've said it a few times. I'd like to see us get it outside a little bit. We ran some quick option last week. We haven't ran it once this week. Would like to see something outside where we can utilize our speed instead of running into their strength, which is the girth and the big guys in the middle.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 8:15's clock continues to tick away. 3 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Pass to Gaines on the left side.
Good job there just to get up the field.
Going to get out of bounds, but I think he's going to pick up about 7.
Yeah, they're going to give him some good yardage there. Lustig picking up the ball. Good job by that young man. I like when you get it to them quick and they just plant their foot and get upfield.
And he's
Don't mess
an
around.
athlete. Aiden really is quick and shifty. He's going to make a guy miss, and that's the fruit of that, because he really did pick up about 3 yards on that just with his athleticism. So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Mustangs. We're going to make sure they got the right play called, got the right personnel in. 3 receivers in the set. Pass, right side, Gaines. Going to make a man break a tackle. Going to be pushed forward. Gain of 10 down to the 9-yard line, 8-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Mustangs.
Good job, and that was all him. The defender was in good position. Clock ticking, 7:49. Mustang 1st and goal from the 8. Definite 4-down territory. Got to challenge that offensive line. We got some subs in there right now on offensive line. You got Micah Chang, got Aiden Gifford. We have to punch this in and go score, guys.
3 receivers in the set. Gaines in motion, going to hand it around the left side. Whoo, boy, their speed.
Yeah,
caught,
don't like that right
caught
there.
him behind the field. Behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2.
That's number 22, Chris Kelly, their senior tight end linebacker, screaming down the line, making a play. I think we need to get it to the perimeter, but maybe a little quicker than the old jet sweep.
Just to me, it felt like it took a long time kind of for that to develop. And it just took him a while. And so that linebacker really had an opportunity to kind of scream around the corner, read that play, and drop him for a loss.
Okay, though, 2nd and goal from the 12, maybe long 11. Need to get some positive yards here. It's 4-down territory.
Mustangs really in a tight formation. The receivers are all bunched up to the line. Bogle with a little bit of time, going to pass over the middle. Flag comes in.
I think you're going to see an ineligible man downfield. Look like Pierce down 6-8 yards down the field.
Penalties, mistakes.
Decision time here. Do they take? I can almost see you decline that. He's going to ask his coordinator.
Waiting for the official call from the white hat.
Ineligible man downfield. They're going to decline.
So it's 3rd
Keep it
down
at 3rd.
and goal from the 12.
They don't want to see us get an extra play is why they declined that.
Correct.
Would have been 2nd down again. Stops the clock.
$20 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs break the huddle.
Got to find a way here. Get some positive yards. Make this a 4th down and manageable.
3 receivers in the set.
Going to throw it up.
It in the corner. Just going to be broken up. Good defense. Got to give it to number 28 for Miami, Dylan Blundell. He's played well all night. Just good defense. So, whew.
Yeah, unfortunately with the
play a field position game and go for it.
I think he's going to call.
I think he's going to think about it. He's going to take the time out. And we're going to take time out as well. Be back with more right after
Exercise
this.
has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank. That's my bank.
All right, Kevin, 4th down and goal. Big play for the Mustangs. They're going to go for it. 3 receivers bunched to the far side. Got to get it in the end zone. Pass.
Too high.
Intended for number 5. That's Jackson Lustig. Just a little bit too high. But your defense has held them to 2-3 it out. So you're playing a field position game.
Yeah, but especially with burning the timeout, you got 2 timeouts. You get a couple first downs, man, that time gets real stingy.
So first down and 10.
Had a first and goal at the 8 and just went backwards. Would like to have that whole last 10 minutes over. You're going to see a heavy dose of run, and you're going to have to come up and tackle, get the ball back.
Make sure they don't pop anything out to one of their receivers. They really haven't taken a lot of deep shots tonight, but this is not the opportunity for a mental breakdown. You guys are tired. We don't always make the best decisions.
Oh, ball's on the ground. We got the ball. Gavin's on it. That was another situation where the snap went between both guys. You've seen that over and over. A little Mustang magic with 6:23 left here in Miami, Oklahoma.
Buddy, circle that play. Circle that play.
Gavin's just one of those guys, and it reminds me, I had an old-time coach said, the harder you play, the luckier you get.
Yep.
My man plays real hard. We've called his name a lot, and he just ends up on the ball.
Circle that play. It's been a minute since Mustang Magic has really come in handy. If you can push this in, first and goal from the 7. Direct to Sam. Going to push the pile forward, pick up 3.
Yeah, it looks like he got inside the 5. Not going to give him a great spot, but 3. We'll take 3. 3 times 3 gets you in the end zone, guys. Showed good patience there, tried to let it develop. Again, I just don't know going at their big guys. Number 75 was out for a few plays. He's back in. We're going to stick with it. I'll just challenge our guys. Go win the game right here.
Go win the game. Second and goal from the 5. Mustangs again with a big line. They're just going to keep trying to push that line of scrimmage. Sam's going to cut it outside. I think they're going to get him, maybe gain a yard.
Yeah, I think you just got to spread it out a little bit more than that.
He just kept looking, kind of like
there just wasn't anything there.
There was just nothing for him to cut in. Now you're going to bring in a couple of receivers. They've been working on some of that stuff in the backfield with Sam, some different packages. He can throw it too. So when you've got him back as a running back, you can use some trickery, if you will.
4 down territory, obviously.
Oh, yeah. You got
so you can still run the ball here, guys. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's pick up some positive yards.
All right, 2 receivers come to this side. 1 receiver to the far side. Bad snap. Hand it to Sam.
Yeah.
By
you've seen that
right
on
there.
them.
Yep.
A bad snap. A good snap, we probably have some space. Bad snap, we got nothing. Big time 4th down here, guys.
Field goal
4th
only
and
gets
5.
you within 2, so you really
hindsight,
need to get this in
and the way we've been blocking it, I don't think that's the play. Hindsight, you kick the other one, but
you kick the other one, they may be out here at the 25 and may not be in the situation. They may not have been calling the same play. So
we haven't ran the quick option that we ran with some success, and that would get it out on the perimeter. Wonder if we see that here.
It's 4th down. Cannot get a first down. 4th and goal. 4:21. The clock continues. Kind of feels like your opportunities right here for the Mustangs. Move a man in motion. Aiden Gaines going to roll around. Pass it back.
Oh, it's a bad pass. But he brought it out to the half-yard line. It was there. It was just a not.
You were given an opportunity. And, Miami and their defense, they're big, bulky guys, just really close that up. But they got the ball on the half-yard line.
Yeah, you got a playmaker getting obviously he sees nothing but green grass in front of him. Would have been better served to down the ball there. Gives us a chance. 4:05. Got a couple timeouts.
Mr. Optimistic. If you get them in the end zone, put you at 11, and you get the ball.
Correct.
And put you in a situation that if you can score a field goal, you've got an opportunity to.
And, of course, you get the ball a little deeper, so you have good field position. But a lot of work to do before then. They're going to hand it off. Will one of those snaps kind of come off on them?
Mustangs show a blitz. Quarterback's going to try to keep it.
Oh, had him and let him get out to the 7.
Yeah.
That's okay. No harm, no foul. They're actually going to mark. Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 7. Of course, they've been doing that since the opening series, though. They're not going to be in any hurry here. Got to stay on side. Watch the ball, guys.
They'd love to pick up a first down or two.
Actually snap it with 10 on the clock. Good job there by Garrett. Get a shoestring. I'm going to say maybe a half a yard gain. Big time third down with 3:18, clock ticking. Clock will be well below 2:50 when they snap it here. Have to get off the field.
3rd down and 4. Now they're saying 3rd down and 3 for this Mustang defense. I'm going to tell you, this defense has been impressive in the second half.
It has. They've really bowed
Had
their
some
necks.
big giveaways in the first half, but this defense has played well in the second half. You know they're tired. They're showing blitz. 2:53, the clock continues.
Yeah, he's going to call timeout. A little peculiar there with 12 seconds left. When they're winning, they didn't milk the clock, but we'll take it.
Take a timeout. Be right back with more Mustang football right after this.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. Never do that. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
You know what? Sometimes when you're playing at Claremore and those games aren't necessarily that close, but I'm going to tell you, this game has come down to the wire.
Yep.
Mustangs have been in it. Mustangs have had their opportunities. They're going to go home and watch some film and probably find a brick wall and beat their head against it. All right, 3rd down play.
First down. Dadgummit.
Man, by 4 inches. Enough for a first down. And they probably can. Mustangs will have to start taking timeouts to try to stop them. I don't know. They make.
Yeah, we only have one.
Yeah,
we only have one. You probably save it to 3rd down if you can. That was just kind of student body right. I guarantee you that was a design run away from Gavin Salt.
Yeah. They're paying attention to where he's at. All right. First down and 10 for Miami. They will be in no hurry. They want those 2:16, 2:15 to go away. Handoff.
Got to wrap up, boys. We got him for a 2-yard loss, and he picks up 6. Just seems like every moment there's been a chance for us to grab the momentum, they've made a play. Kudos to them. They practice too.
Mustangs have a cramp on the field. Trying to stretch that out.
That is.
Kudos to this defense.
And I haven't done the time, but if we get it back, it'll be with very little on the clock.
Time.
40.
It's 1:52. They can burn off. What can you burn off? 25?
40. Yeah, I don't know that we can get the ball back.
Yeah, when you're 2nd down and 4, 2nd down and 3, you're going to have some.
We got. I don't know if they're going to if they'll run the clock here or they'll make us burn our timeout. That would be interesting. It's like Warren Pierce cramping. Yeah, I don't know if they will make us use our timeout there or if they'll run the clock from 25 down once everyone gets lined up. So we still can. That was my fault. They didn't get a first down like I thought they did. So they're saying he was down before the final resting spot of the ball. But again, this drive started on the half-yard line.
All right, Warren will hobble off. You'll probably see him come back in. Big veteran on that defensive line. 2nd down, 3.
Yeah, they're winding it with 25, so still got our timeout. They're just going to hold tight. If you want any chance to win the game, you cannot allow a first down. First down, they can kneel it.
Trying to get the Mustangs to drop off sides.
Got to get him down, guys.
They can't. They just
ball game.
He got the first down, and they should be able to hit the victory formation, take knees, and finish it out. Mustangs had their opportunities tonight. Defense really did put you in positions in the second half to be able to take this game really into your control.
Yeah, they scored 2 touchdowns on 2 trick plays on 4th down. That's the game, guys. And our touchdown got called back. So, man,
you had the ball twice in red zone and really came out with no points. And just had your opportunities. Mustangs are back at home next week. Fort Gibson will come to town, a new District 4A District 3 opponent. Quarterback's just going to run that. Pick up a couple. Not sure why you wouldn't take a knee, but
I don't know either because we don't. There's not enough. We have 1 timeout, so all you got to do is take a knee.
Did somebody take a timeout?
I think we did. They
Right.
took ours off the board.
All right, well, we'll take one. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the ball game. Mustang football.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Mustangs got some homework this week. They got to go home and got another district game next week. It's Fort Gibson playing Wagner tonight, I believe. That was.
They're trying to put more time on the clock, so that's why they're not going straight victory, I guess. Because they would be close to a position where they'd have to punt, which you could just punt it out of bounds. But
Grove Catoosa is a close game, 21-20. Since 5 minutes left to go, was the last time that was updated.
They put 50 on the clock, so thought they were signaling 53.
All right, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Got to be looking to strip the ball.
Imagine he's just going to take a knee because they can burn it. Well, congratulations. Coach Gardner and the Miami War Dogs.
That was a winnable game, guys. It was a hard-fought game. Our kids played hard. Defense played hard. Just could not find the end zone. And when we did, you get it called back. You get an extra point blocked. You get a field goal blocked. If you don't get the field goal blocked, you probably kick a field goal, win the game down there.
Well, you had a touchdown come off the board. So, just in mistakes.
It's just
yeah.
You got to figure out special teams. You got to figure out a way to kick field goals. Obviously, if you kick the 2 down there, you win the game, but probably couldn't get them blocked, and so we got to figure that out. Good hard-fought game. I would say clean game. There wasn't a lot of penalties. You mentioned it. We have a great relationship with Miami. Really good hard-fought game by all involved. Proud to be a part of it.
I did see some offensive creativity at times when they could get in rhythm and move the ball, and the passing game was effective. The Mustangs moved the ball down the field, 5 plays, boom, touchdown. And it was just ever finding that rhythm to get things clicking. Mustangs are at home next Friday night. Fort Gibson will come to town. We'll be on the air at 6:30 with our Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. For the entire Mustang crew, Kevin Hogue, I'm Brent Kellogg. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll be back on the air next Friday night. This has been
Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game. It's been Mustang football. We'll see you next week.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.